What is up, everybody? NC.
JC and.
We're here live with some TNA. See how they do with this Impact. We're looking forward to it. So they're just showing people coming in, so you're not missing much. I will say happy birthday to John Cena, turning 49 years old. So good for him. You know, I mean, he's gonna go home and he's gonna ride that Arabian racehorse all night long. I tell you.
Hey man, you know what? He's earned the right to be able to ride that Arabian racehorse. And you know what, John? Good for you. 49 years on this earth. You did a lot. You made a lot of fans, and you're still easily one of the biggest stars that the business has ever created. So props to you.
And he's still in fantastic shape. That's the thing that, like, he still takes great care of himself. Like, the one thing I noticed, though, like, I don't know if he ever talked about the skin cancer scare that he had a little bit ago, but that's why he hasn't been tanning. That's why he's been pale, is because he got diagnosed with skin cancer. So he's been really doing his best to stay out of the sun. But he still looks great otherwise. I mean, I think he still, has done a great job with the dye, done a great job with the hair transplant in Turkey. I mean... Sure, he's looking like Ernest in the face, but besides that, the body is looking young. Give him that.
Body's looking young, and you know what? I got a conspiracy theory. To quote Vince Russo, the whole like da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Bro, I have an idea, bro. What if they are working in the weeds to come back when Vince comes back to buy the company, bro? Bro, Brock Lesnar just retired from WrestleMania, bro, to fuck over Triple H.
Well, and that was a story that was going around, and we'll cover it on the news, but it was something that we were talking about. We were hypothesizing it while we were watching it in live time, while we were watching Night 2. We were hypothesizing what was going on here. Why was Brock doing this, especially with the fact that they were very much all throughout both nights, hyping up that SummerSlam Night 1 and 2 were going to be in Minneapolis, the hometown of Brock Lesnar. It made all the sense in the world for Brock to go out on SummerSlam. And what is it always said about SummerSlam? That's Brock's show. Every time you see a SummerSlam, that is Brock's showcase without question. Like, he's the guy. He is Mr. SummerSlam when you really think about it. Shawn Michaels could call himself Mr. WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar is Mr. SummerSlam. So it made all the sense in the world for us to see that. But when he took off the gloves, took off the boots, that let us know right there he was saying fuck you to Triple H. And I firmly believe what you were talking about with that rumor. Mr. Raj was talking about it as well on X. He was basically saying that Brock got into it with Triple H. They had a big yelling match backstage after this happened. Triple H is like, you fucking asshole! I planned SummerSlam around you! You're supposed to job to Gunther, you fucking piece of shit! And Brock's just like, fuck you! I'm not gonna job to your boring fuck Gunther! Suck my dick, you piece of shit! And he fucking walked out. And now apparently, this is just a big rumor, mind you, not certified by any publication, a rumor. The big rumor going around is that Triple H is talking to TKO about possible legal action, getting to Brock to fulfill his last match. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know if that's true. I mean, that's the one I'm kind of skeptical of. I do, however, believe that Brock and Triple H got into an argument. It's not the first time it's happened, and this may be the last. Who knows?
Well, and that's the thing, too, is like, let's say Triple H is successful in getting Brock Lesnar sued to come back. What's to stop Brock from corpsing the entire fucking time,
Right? Well, that's the thing, too, is not only that, but Brock can fake an injury and be out for fucking 2 years.
Right. Like, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? He's the type of guy who would gladly sit and wait. He has money saved. He is good to go. He's a great investor. Very smart guy for being a blockhead. He's the smartest meathead I've ever fucking seen in my life. Brock is a very smart guy. He's good to go. He is set. He can retire from wrestling and be good the rest of his life. Same thing for his family. They're all set too. One thing you need to understand, though, is I firmly believe if Vince comes back in power in some way, shape, or form, he's going to have an army of people, top names, that will return for him. John Cena will be one. Brock Lesnar will be one. Randy, once he gets free from the clutches of Triple H, will be one. You got to understand, so many of the guys that are pissed off right now would thrive right now under Vince McMahon. I even think he would have a soft spot for LA Knight just because of the merch sales. And I hate to say this even for Danhausen because he's selling merch too. That's the one thing that I could say about Vince is if he sees that you're selling merch, it doesn't matter if he thinks your whole campaign is gimmick. Your gimmick is too goofy or not. He doesn't care about that. If you're making money and you're connecting with the kids, that's what he cares about. And as much as I don't like the Danhausen character and I think it's goofy indie shit, I can't deny the fact that it's selling merch. For how long? Who knows? But Vince would push that character without question.
I mean, if it's making money, that's what Vince does. He'll push it. But yeah, man, I think that there's something going down. I think there's something going on here, man. I think there's a lot more to meet CI. And for all the people who are skeptical, thinking, oh, Vince never. We need to let people know next month, June 14th. What's going to happen is something very special with the Janelle Grant case. So here's what's happening.
Go for
it. People who don't know, it's going in front of a judge, and the judge is going to decide whether it goes to trial or it goes to arbitration. If it goes to trial, it's going to drag on. Vince is fucked. If it goes to arbitration, what that basically means is that Vince is just going to, all they're basically going to do is decide how much Vince is going to pay her, and this whole thing is behind him. It's done. It's over with. Janelle Grant can go fucking piss up a rope for all she, for all, we care, right? So if that happens, if the latter happens, arbitration happens, and since she signed an NDA, more than likely the judge is going to decide this is an arbitration issue, it's an NDA issue, it goes to arbitration. If that does happen, Vince is free and clear. Vince has 14th and I, the exact kind of company he would need to go into a partnership with the Saudis to buy TKO. And I'm constantly looking at the stock price, because the stock price means a lot to TKO, because what that is a representation of their perceived value by the market. And if that continues going down and down and down, and there's no big deal around the corner, there's no massive streaming deal they're going to get, and they're pretty much locked in. And that's another thing too that I was thinking about, is that if Vince were to come back and buy it, TKO hooked them up, because they're locked in for another 3 years with the Netflix deal, another 4 years with the ESPN deal, another 4 years with the USA deal. Like they're good. If this sale does happen, they're good. And I think one other person is going to get involved in the sale: The Rock.
I think there's a lot of factors to consider. I mean, recently in the interview with Ariel Helwani, Ric Flair was mentioning that he feels that Tony Khan could be a good contender to buy WWE if it does go up for sale. And keep in mind, too, he was a contender before, offering up almost $7 billion for WWE and what he felt was a fair market value. So if he has $7 billion, even of Shahid's money, to offer up for WWE, it would be very interesting to see Tony Khan and Vince McMahon battling over ownership for WWE. I think that would be a very interesting story to develop, and I would like to see it happen.
And I agree. I think it'd be very, very interesting. But I think with the amount of money, because the Saudis are in a little bit of a pickle right now. So here's the situation. Like for the whole Middle East situation, Iran, the Strait of Hormuz, Saudi Arabia makes a lot of their money through selling oil through OPEC. That's how they make a lot of their money. And that's where a lot of their money is invested. They're trying to diversify. They have what's called a 2030 agenda for them, right? And their 2030 agenda is, we're going to diversify our investments. We're going to spread it out into different things. And what they've noticed is that they've had to shut down Live Golf. They're seeing that the Saudi originated like golf tournaments and like fight, like they're not really taking off like they really wanted, and it's not really the vehicle they wanted. So what they're probably going to end up doing is start buying American assets that are available. WWE could be one of them very easily, and they have the money to partner with Vince to buy it. And they would partner with Vince because they need somebody that knows how to run the day-to-day of WWE.
Now, I doubt they would be honest with the question, but I would love it if somebody fielded the question to Ari, Mark, or Nick, any one of those, about if WWE would be up for sale or if TKO would consider selling the WWE asset. That's one thing I would love to hear directly from the company itself, if they would sell to a high bidder. That I would love to hear that confirmation, because everything that I've seen thus far, they seem to be very happy with the company, and they seem to be very happy with the fact that WWE is making money. Now, do I think that they would give up an asset right now that is making them more money than UFC is, especially the fact that UFC is doing a deal with the fucking White House? I think they won't give that up just yet. No, I still think as long as there's money with WWE, and especially the fact it's making more money than UFC, I think they're going to keep it around. I think what you're going to see going forward is, I think you're going to see incremental changes to creative like you've seen thus far, but it's going to get eventually to the point where the head man himself, Triple H, gets ousted and gets replaced with somebody else as a trial. And then if that doesn't work, then I don't know. It all depends on the value of the company. And as long as they're making more than the other asset, UFC, I don't think they're going to sell them off just yet. I think they're going to milk this probably to the end of 2027. You're going to have to really wait till that stock value drops and popularity really drops for WWE to the point where it's unsalvageable. And when that comes, that's when they'll bring in Vince McMahon. When desperation comes, that's when they'll bring in Tony Khan. That's what it all comes down to. As long as they're making money, they're not going to sell.
But you know what's funny about all this too? Like, if you step back and you look at the whole like bird's eye view of the situation, it's like going into this whole thing in 2023. The fans, majority of them hated Vince McMahon. They wanted him gone. They wanted Triple H to run everything. I mean, even we were optimistic about TKO. And then what's happened is that the fans have turned on TKO, and we all know that Vince thinks about these things long term. The way I look at it is like this: with Vince, he had the foresight with the whole video library of like, we need to have this massive video library for the future, and with the WWE Network also, like, he had the foresight for that as well. Vince, like, he's shown that he's done this before. So the way I see it is like this: I think that he knew from being in business for 40 years, knowing Ari Emanuel, knowing their flywheel strategy and how that works, and what that was going to do to WWE, of like the penny pinching, all that. I think he knew that, and I think he knew the likely outcome was going to be the fans were going to hate the ticket prices. They were going to hate a lot of what the product was. I think he knew the kind of creative that Triple H is going to have and bring to the show that the fans would turn on. And sure enough, all that's happened. The fans have turned on TKO. The fans have turned on Triple H, and they're now saying, "We want Vince." Unimaginable 4 years ago. We want Vince. Yet that's what they're saying. So when Vince comes back, they're going to be like, fuck yes. And so Vince is going to promise 3 things, in my opinion. He's going to promise return of WWE Network in time. He's going to promise definitely lower ticket prices and a new creative team.
And I think it's a fun fantasy to put out there, but nothing's concrete until we actually hear insider info. Because right now we're just hypothesizing and predicting what could happen. All I can see off of what I've seen hints is that TKO might be behind Vince McMahon coming back because of the planted fire Vince chance, or the fact that they're not planted for that matter. Or was it fire Triple H, hire Vince chance? Because of that leads me to believe that maybe TKO might be behind switching out ownership, or maybe even bringing Vince back to the board in some way, shape, or form. I think this whole thing about selling to the Saudis and Vince getting in with the Saudis, I think there's a more logical chance, honestly, of Vince getting back with TKO. Otherwise, because I mean, once this case clears, like you said, he's in the clear. They can't hold anything against him. He could return to the board if he wants and help out WWE. There's nothing holding him back. I think if anything, Vince would be more of an asset to TKO than against it.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think it's possible. I'm me personally, I'm just getting the feeling that this whole thing is being primed for a sale only because, like, the one thing to me that there are 2 things to me that stand out that make me think it's likely are the fact that 14th and I is a thing, like, that exists, and that's exactly what Vince will need to buy from TKO. And then the other thing would be just the fact that there's no major deals around the corner, and that with no major deals around the corner, what's going to happen to the value of the stock? It's going to at best plateau. More than likely, it's going to go down. Like, it's down over 11% year to date. It's down about 7% in the past 3 months. So, you know,
I have to see what's up with 14 and I before I make predictions about where they're going, about what assets they're buying. Because as far as I can see, it just looks like another WWE Studios. And the one feature that I've heard, the rumor going around, is that Vince is looking to bring back WBF and possibly XFL. We'll see about that. But I think, if anything, I want to see what direction 14 and I is going in before we make any sort of big predictions about Vince for sure wanting to do this. We haven't heard anything from Vince. We haven't heard anything from 14 and I. We haven't heard anything from Nick, Mark, or Ari about selling. So that would be the big thing for me. I can start hypothesizing on that angle. I think for me, a more logical hypothesis is Vince coming back to TKO and saving this ship by getting rid of Triple H. I could see him taking over creative, in that matter, working with TKO and possibly the Rock and Brian Wirtz, than outside interference. I don't know. It could happen. It's a crazy world. Crazier things have happened. And let's not forget, too, not too long ago, wasn't Saudi looking to buy WWE? They were very close. Very, very close. So I don't know if it's going to be with Vince and Saudi. It could be some other market. It could even be Tony. Who knows? There's so many different buyers right now that are looking at WWE and Triple H's failure as an opportunity to succeed. So whoever takes advantage of that opportunity and does the best for it, good for you. That's all I'm at. I just want to see who the contenders are, and I want to know if it's even for sale. If I hear any sort of rumors on that, because I'm on the pipeline, dude. I hear the shit on X. I see the shit on X. Sure. If I see any sort of rumors about that, we can definitely discuss it. I don't want to predict where Vince is going until I see where he's going after the court case. I think that you're absolutely right when you said that's going to be the clear-cut indicator of where shit's going. And I can guarantee you, this is how I feel. I'm sure you feel the same way. It's going to arbitration. This bitch is good. I am unbelievably fucking tired of talking about Janelle Grant. I cannot wait to stop talking about her. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to actually put Vince in a positive light and not, portray him as some pervert. Who cares?
Yeah. Well,
Guy does what he does what he wants behind closed doors. You know,
Yeah.
if he wants to be a poop loving bisexual, that's him. I don't care. You deliver great wrestling. That's all I fucking care about, man. That's all that matters. And if he still has that fire, and I don't know, man. You hear conflicting reports about him helping out at 42 when he was already out of the company. So you're like, maybe he's working with Bruce Pritchard, you know, doing some secret Zoom calls. There's so much to hypothesize about, but we don't have concrete proof and to go off of, you know. I want that concrete proof when we start having some leaked texts, some leaked calls, some sort of shit where we know that something's brewing. I would love to break it open, be the first to break it open.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. I mean, it's fun to hypothesize. I mean,
Totally.
With Janelle Grant, dude, I'm at the top. Like, if we could get away with it, I would love to do a top 10 sucks in Janelle Grant and just rip her apart. You fucking money grubbing. Ugh.
Yeah. Nah, her shark lawyer is definitely probably looking forward to that shit. Same thing with Ted DiBiase's junior lawyer. They're probably looking forward to any sort of videos that come after their client because they're looking for that cheap money right now. Allegedly. That's just the way it is, man. It's very frustrating having to deal with people like this that inject themselves into pro wrestling out of the shadows and then stay there and linger like a fucking butt wart and won't go away until fucking like years and years later. This is how so frustrating because even with the Ted DiBiase shit, fucking we were reporting that like 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so. Chapter 2 was saying Brock throws Zach Gowen down stairwell in NOLA. Awesome. When he did it on SmackDown, it was a great time. It looked awesome. It's something that I wish that they would bring back on TV, honestly. I really wish they would bring back something like that because it caught my attention. It was like, dude, this is dope. They need to do more of that.
Yeah, do more of that shit. Like, it's... Yeah, I mean, you got Brock. Well, actually, no, they don't anymore. I mean, he's gone now. But fuck, they could have done it.
Totally. Well, and you know what? The funny thing is though a video was circulating WrestleMania weekend right before that last match, and a fan actually came up to Paul Heyman and almost predicted. He said, "Hey, Paul, is Brock going to be retiring?" And he's like, "No, trust me. Brock has so many years left. He's got at least a decade left yet." And lo and behold, saying,
yeah, because Paul said that. I think before.
Yeah, he did.
Brock did that.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yep.
Okay.
So shit happens, man. Chapter 2 was saying Jeff Hardy chair headshot on early Brock is nuts. Oh, well, and that's the thing, too, is like the wrestlers back in the day, that's how they got the receipts. Like, that was a brutal chair shot, but a really brutal one that stuck out to me is like, I don't know if you ever saw that ECW show. It was the WWE, I think it was One Night Stand, but Stevie Richards, he caved in a fucking chair on JBL's head. It was a receipt for him blading Blue Meanie with the chair shot. So Stevie was like, yeah, I'm going to get you back. He fucking hit him like stone cold crack right on the fucking melon. So yeah, that's how it was back in the days. Like, especially when chair shots were legal, that's how you got your receipt against a bigger guy. You especially, you know, he probably fucked up Matt. So he's like, I'm going to get revenge for my brother. Good for him.
Crack.
He did.
Cracked right over his head.
Yep. Chapter 2 was saying, I don't give a fuck. Ric Flair's still the man. In my opinion, let the man live. Woo! Well, and that's how I look at Ric Flair overall is, you know what, he has a right to speak his opinion. He's a legend. And he was even like calling out Stevie Richards, speaking of the devil, and calling out Dutch Mantel. And he's like, who the fuck are these guys? He's like, Stevie Richards is as big as my pinky. He was talking shit about Ludwig Kaiser, saying his success in the industry will be as big as a gnat. Yeah, he was going off. Dude, he was going off. We'll show you on the news. He was going off on that Ariel Helwani interview. Good shit, man. And that's what I love about Rick, is he don't give a fuck. As he gets older, he's like Bret Hart. He's just honest. And I love that out of wrestlers. I hate seeing that candy-coated bullshit that you saw for the longest time out of Mick Foley and Kurt Angle. I like seeing wrestlers just be real, be miserable, talk about all the fucked up shit in wrestling. I love it how Billy Gunn is now saying, you know, wrestling is just moves now. There's no story behind it. It's just fucking moves. Good.
I like hearing that because like that's the kind of admission we need from wrestlers now that are in the business. These veterans, that's what we need to be hearing, man. Because for a long time they've been sucking that fucking indie cock. Oh yeah, they're so athletic nowadays, and I'm like, no, they're by athletic you mean they don't know how to sell.
Well, and that's the thing too. It's like I can give them all the credit in the world for having great stamina, great cardio, and you know, some of them look the part. Not all of them, but some. And the showmanship, Yeah, it's on par with what you would see back in the day in ECW's cruiserweight matches, WCW cruiserweight matches, stuff like that. You know, this is the whole thing for us is we've seen the work rate done before and we've seen it done better. And that's
Right.
the big thing. Like, you can go ahead and you can jerk off Will Ospreay all you want, Kenny Omega, but we grew up with the Golden Age. We grew up with Psychosis, Rey Mysterio, Dean Malenko, Chris Benoit, RVD. You know, the very best cruiserweights of all time. People that these cruiserweights now are ripping off, you know? And that's the thing is we always say is like nowadays what you see is they're just cosplayers, but without the soul, you know? It's like taking Rey Mysterio and sucking the soul out for all these luchadors that you see on Raw, whether it be Dragon Lee, fucking Metalik, Grand Metalik, whatever the fuck their name is, whatever they're going by. If they wear a mask, nowadays they're just a cheap Rey Mysterio ripoff. We saw too much of that growing up, man. And nowadays that's how it is. It's even worse. Just all a bunch of fucking ripoffs, man. No identity on their own. It's like, great, you could do the moves, but you still don't have the psychology that Ultimo Dragon had, that Dean Malenko had, that Rey Mysterio had, or even guys like Taka Michinoku, great Sasuke. You know, you don't have that fucking psychology. You will never have that fucking psychology. Because what do you do if you're Will Ospreay? Oh, you get dropped on your head with the Tombstone Pile Driver, and then you do a springboard backflip, fucking Diamond Cutter. Because why not? Don't sell the move. Don't make it look like it actually hurt. Go ahead and do your finisher on the way down to show how athletic you are. You know?
God, it's they don't get it. They don't get what the veterans understood. And that was, look, you know, you get over with your gimmick and with your personality. You know, you ain't going to get over with your moves nowadays. And it's still true for the most part. I mean, fuck, look at Danhausen. I know we rag on him, but, I mean, the guy gets over with his gimmick, not his in-ring ability. No one cares about Danhausen having a match. They care about Danhausen acting goofy.
Well, in my opinion, that's why Danhausen, more than anything, they need to make him a manager. I would love to see him be, like, I think he could be, with the right handling, the next, I don't want to say the next Paul Heyman, almost like the next Captain Lou Albano, you know, that goofy top-tier manager. Because he has the talking ability, he's great at improv, I can't take that away from him, He's very good at doing that kiddie PG comedy that the woke tards love. So I think that he excels at that. As far as I can see, the guy's selling crazy amounts of merch. He's one of the top merch movers on there right now with WWE. So for that reason alone, even though I don't like the gimmick, I'm sure you don't like the gimmick either, it's getting over with the fucking neckbeards. And it's getting over with some of the kids, at least. You know, some of them are seeing the merit and potential in this guy. So that's all I ask, is that get him a good tag team that he can push, or even a good female, like Tatum Paxley, for example, goth-type chick, to push. Let's see what he can do with her. Let's see what he can do with the tag team.
Yeah, it's something, man. I mean, yeah, that could work. Maybe like a Tatum Paxley Danhausen feud, or not feud, feud. It'd be like you pair them together as like a fun act on the show, or you put them in a feud. Who knows?
Well, and you know what? I'm thinking maybe this might be a possibility and might save Malachi Black's career. Pair him up with Danhausen. I think the deadpan of Malachi, I think, would transition really well with just the goofy over the top of Danhausen.
You could. I mean, it would give him something. I mean, look. I mean, they had to pair Damian Priest up with R-Truth. Shit. You know, you might as well pair up Alistair Buttcrack with Danhausen.
Well, especially since you know they're both in real life Satanists. It's like, have them doing magic spells in the back. Who cares? Fuck it.
Yeah, and you know, pair them up. Okay, so we got Alistair Buttcrack and Danhausen. You get Butthausen or
Butthausen
or Buttcrackhausen.
Dude, you're so close. Crackhausen.
Oh yes, Crackhausen. Yes. Oh yes. There's so bad wrestling. We have to sell our organs for crack. You know.
So you know, we saw the video. Lizzie Rain. Got it. How did you say it? Do the impression. Got it bad. Got it bad. Go for it.
Got it bad. Got it bad. Got it bad. Copyright infringement.
Hey, you know what though? If she's good, she seems like she's got a lot of physical charisma. Let's see how she is with the promos. Let's see how quickly she develops. I tell you, for one, I think within a year this chick's gonna be ready. There's something about her. There's like I could
the X Factor.
She's got that X factor. This is, I hate to say, this is a good Triple H signing. You know, props to you for signing this woman, or Shawn Michaels for that matter. Whoever signed this woman, this is a great signing, and I think Lizzie Rain is going to be a future star on the main roster.
She's going to get over. I can almost guarantee you now she's going to get over. And the reason why I can guarantee that is she's got a personality. Danhausen got over. He has a personality. Like, look at the people who get over for the most part. They have personalities, unless they're shoved up your ass and down your throat like Cody Rhodes. And I guess you could even throw in there Roman Reigns, who doesn't have much for personality, but he's over.
I did not know that. Wow. Lizzie Rain is the niece of the late Iron Maiden drummer Clive Burr. So the gimmick fucking rocks, dude. That fits. Okay. Cool.
It fits, but like, give her a song that doesn't sound like God for Teacher. Come on.
It's Def Rebel. What do you expect? You know, if anything, I would say, dude, you want a better theme coming to us? We'll get it done. We know methods. We're good with that shit.
You could even have it copyright free. There you go. It's all yours.
Yeah, for real, man. That's the first thing I got when I heard the opening guitar strum. It's like, I'm like, come on, man. You couldn't even cut that out. You couldn't divert away from it. You had to fucking rip it off like strum for strum. Come on, man.
Strum for strum. Oh wow! I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm watching the draft I'm watching the NFL draft right now on my phone.
All right.
The Rams went for a quarterback. Wow. So the Matt Stafford experiment may be coming to an end. Or not experiment. The run may be coming to an end.
Cool. All right. Wow. So they got EC3 cutting a promo here. Here's one thing about EC3 that I gotta say is this is his opportunity right now to get to the top of TNA. They need charismatic guys that look like superstars and can cut a promo. This guy is one of them, man.
For sure, man. Yeah. I mean, EC3 is a good addition to TNA. Like, I don't see the downside of this.
One of the best additions they've had in a long time. You know, let me see this much. The best addition they've had since Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah. I mean, you have another main eventer in your company, so there you go.
And that's the thing about EC3 is he still stays in great shape, you know? Like, he's one of those guys that never really let himself go. You know who's another guy who really got in great shape? He was kind of out of shape, but then he got in really great shape, is Chris Masters.
Okay.
I think they should try to bring Chris Masters into TNA. I mean, he could still cut a promo, still looks like a star. Might be one they could consider. Stop wasting your time in NWA, dude.
What about Ryback Reeves?
I don't think Ryback has wrestled a match in like fucking 8 years, bro. I think he is fucking just like basement Rusty. He's like 3 coats of fucking Rusty. There's not enough WD in the world to fucking outrust that motherfucker.
You can hear his joints creaking.
That's right. Seriously. You know what they need to get is they need to have a stable in JCW. Bring in Real One, because they already got EC3 there. That way you got Real One, you got Too Tough Tony, and you got EC3. Call them 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
That'd be awesome. Oh, they'd be a great stable, I tell you. They very unorthodox, but I think they would rock together.
I think they'd rock together. You know, like, guess who made her debut on NXT this past week?
Who's that?
Michael Lockwood.
Oh, dude, I cannot fucking wait to show the video on the news. They had the gay dude who looks like the fucking actor from Oppenheimer. You know what I'm talking about? They had that guy and Wesley Drake or Drake Wesley or it's some fucking shitty NXT name I can't remember. Anyways, they had that twank at the fucking bar, and then up walks this fucking boar with a wig on wearing a dress. And I'll leave it at that. But dude, out of this fucking world, that's how they're bringing her up. Like, do they want to kill the ratings? Are they that fucking stupid? And nobody, Jackson Drake, whatever. Nobody's buying that this guy is straight. Nobody's buying that he's actually going to take her home. I mean, come on, dude. We know which way he swings. He always hangs out with gay dudes. You're not fooling anybody.
Yeah, you're not fooling anybody. When you're looking at, like, I think he was like, what he should have said is like, oh, wow, you and I got something in common. I got a dick, you got a dick, we're made for each other.
When people see that, I'm sorry. When people catch wind of this thing in a dress, what we said is very minimal. Once she gets called up to the main roster and people actually know who the fuck she is, the hatred will be insane. Like, unbelievable levels of hate.
So, for people who don't know, Michael Lockwood is Bailey Humphries.
Yes.
It's funny, like when Vince does come back, I believe Vince is coming back, so I'm going to say it like it's going to happen. When Vince does come back, and he walks into the room, and he sees Bailey Humphries, he's like, you're going to look her down and go, yeah.
Probably. No, for sure. One, that's the thing is, I'm not ruling out that Vince is coming back. I would never rule that out. What I'm ruling out is the possibility of him getting with Saudi. This is like, I think we both have good viewpoints on this, by the way. It's very much a possibility he could get with Saudi. My personal opinion, though, is I feel he's going to get back in TKO and try to save it within. But we'll see what happens. Either way, though, I think Vince has a good likelihood of coming back. So I'll leave it at that.
For sure. Yeah, I think after June 14th, this whole thing is behind him. Fuck, yeah, he's free and clear at that point. No more bullshit.
That's we're looking forward to that. We're going to mark that off on our calendars that fucking day. Like,
June 14th.
We will celebrate. We will celebrate when we hear the judge say arbitration. We're like, finally, he's free from that stupid whore and her fucking deathly fucking claws of death piece of shit.
Claws of death. Claws of death.
Look how much he tried to suck out of this poor man's life after he gave her everything. He gave her the fucking world. And that's the thing, too, that tells you that Linda and Vince are swingers, is the fact that she didn't break up with him. It's like Monica Lewinsky all over again. You got to understand, these elite motherfuckers, all of them are swingers. All of them fucking be slanging dick, be slanging pussy. It don't fucking matter. Like that, but they don't fucking care, dude. It's just, they're weirdos, man. They're looking for thrills. They're bored, dude. You spend weirdos. Fucking, I guess, you spend like 14 hours in a corporate office. I guess you're going to go want to like butt fuck a zebra or some shit. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, butt fuck that zebra. Fuck. Oh, you bastard. Fucking Ravens. They taking fucking Vega Oana, you fucking bastards. Oh, good for you, Jesse Minter. But you know what? Okay, so it's Akeem Messidor and then Chase Pasatis. That better be fucking. I swear to God, pick 22. Akeem Messidor better be the fucking pick.
See,
I'm sorry,
Vega.
go ahead.
No, you're good. Vega fucked up. He should have came out with the mask and the claws, and people would have popped.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, that's the way to fucking do it. And you say, you know what? Fuck the Ravens. I'm signing with the Chargers. And I'd be like, that's my guy. That's a Charger right there. But no, he fucked us over and went to the Ravens. Damn you, Minter. Damn you.
Motherfucker.
But it'll be okay.
It's okay. Javon Film says, it's crazy how some people compliment Bailey Gandolfini's body, but not her face. People tend to forget that part. Well, what you have to understand, I've seen a lot of people say that Bailey is gorgeous. I've seen a lot of people say that she's beautiful, but I have seen a large majority of them talk about, her butt. That's immediate, and that's the thing that kind of frustrates me too, because she's got a really nice rack and nobody ever mentions it. It's like, and that's the thing too, is like Bailey, when she has enough makeup on, she can clean up pretty good. I'm not gonna hate on her at all. Like when she's wearing enough makeup and she's wearing the right dress, she can't clean up as good as her sister, but she gets really close.
Dude.
Her sister's a fucking smoke show for those that haven't seen. But no, like Bailey, the thing that I think is most attractive about Bailey to a lot of fans is the fact she's a nerd, dude. She was showing off her fucking little arcade that she had going on. This is the weird shit. She had fucking Crash Bandicoot playing out of a custom arcade stand-up that had her 2K26 face on it for whatever reason, and she was connected to it with a fucking Xbox 360 controller. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, right. What the... They're showing the. I'm sorry, man. They're showing the Vega. Like I'm just like, ooh, you fucking bastards, you bastards. The one guard that I really wanted, you fucking. Well, I mean, I'm Chase Pasatis I want to, but you bastards,
fucking bastards. So did you hear about Trump declassifying weed?
I didn't hear about him declassifying weed. Please stand the fine paper.
Well, yeah, it's just so from what he said, he's going to declassify it, so it's not going to. If it's legal in your state, you're able to obtain it, basically. So that's good. I mean, I've always looked at something like weed as something that, if it helps people quit alcoholism and quit pills and, become more healthy, so be it. It's not as bad as it is made out to be. And I think that it's got various uses, especially for people that, want to get off a lot of these pharmaceuticals, especially for people battling cancer, Parkinson's, dementia. There's so many different things we can be used for to help you out. And like I said before, rebuilds neurological pathways. It has a lot of good health benefits. And that's why, like, I've always hated that stigma that weed isn't healthy. No, weed is incredibly healthy for you. Now, with anything that you put in your body, I won't call it a drug because it's not, but with anything you put in your body, moderation. You just got to make sure that you don't smoke too fucking much, that you don't get shit done. I've always looked at it like, the best way is like, what is it? How was it? It was from a Quentin Tarantino movie. I think it had Samuel L. Jackson in it. And he said, you know what? I'm not going to smoke that shit right now. I'm going to get my shit done. I think it was in Jackie Brown. But yeah, he was like, you know what? Get your shit done. Get your shit done, then smoke when you're done. Chill for a night, pop on a movie, pop on a video game, whatever anime, whatever the fuck you chill with. Pop on some music and just smoke then. Get your shit done first, then smoke.
Nah, for sure, man. Yeah, I just want to say to any Ravens fans out there, you know what? Hey, you got yourselves a good... Hey, I'm telling you, Jesse Minter's going to be a great coach. You're going to love him. He's gonna win for you. He's going to give you a great defense. Vega, great fucking guard, a monster. I'm jealous, damn it. I'm jealous. You got the good ones. You got the good ones.
For real. And I mean, just look at it this way, man. Hopefully Chargers get somebody good. I think I would really hold out. You never know, man.
Messidor, man.
Well, and that's the thing, too.
We need edge.
Well, you got to look at it this way, too, is that a lot of times, too, some, like, really diamond in the rough rookies, they get shifted down to the very fucking end of the draft, and then they end up becoming some of the biggest superstars. So that's something I would also... yeah, exactly. And that's why I would really pay attention to all the rookies coming up. Look at their college football career and look at their trajectory. Look how healthy they are. Look at their injury history. It's a lot of things that a lot of people in betting do, is that they'll immediately start paying attention to these guys coming up through high school even. Pay attention to see where they go through college and then pay attention to see who drafts them. And it's just that's really in trajectory because you see these guys... By the time they're 20, man, people are scouting the fuck out of them. 19 years old, 18 years old, they're getting scouted heavily by these NFL teams. So just something to keep in mind.
Absolutely, man. Okay, so they're showing Matt Hardy on screen. There's a rumor. I don't know if it's true. There's a rumor. Have you heard that? Yes, yeah. Broken Matt Hardy is coming back. And he's even wearing a fucking, it says delete on his shirt, man.
Sick.
Yeah. We're getting Broken Matt Hardy back. I can't fucking wait.
I'm excited because you know what? That's something that we need to take the spot of that fucking stupid angle that they were doing with Abyss and the Decay. Yeah, like, sure. I was so done with that. If we're going to do cinematic, let the Hardys handle it. Because that's the one thing I could give the Hardys. Even after Jeremy Barash left, the match quality of these cinematic matches featuring the Hardys did not go away. Whether they were doing it over in AEW, doing it over in TNA, doing it over in WWE, it was still the same great stuff. You can't hate on it, And that's what I love is that it made me realize how creative Matt Hardy is. And Jeff, for a lot of reasons. Like, these guys, they deserve to have their own spot, their own segment. They deserve to actually book part of TNA. They're industry veterans. Not a lot of people still get the pops that they do or understand like they do. Like Matt Hardy, I have a lot of respect for coming out and talking about all the Mark shit that's going on when all these other industry veterans are still sucking the cock. Matt's one of the few that actually will come out and speak about the shit and be like, this doesn't draw, this doesn't work. And his power and position in TNA is good because that means he can go up to Carlos and be like, hey man, we need to fix this and we need to fix that. And I feel like really it's Matt, Jeff, working with creative to help make it a better place. Maybe I'm just perceiving things, but it seems like TNA has had a better fixture ever since the Hardys came back.
Yeah, it seems like they've had a better fixture going on there. I mean, I will be honest with this episode, starting it out a little slow. I mean, match. I mean, they did have that one segment with, I think it was, fucking, what's his name? Frankie Kazarian imitating him. That was entertaining, but yeah, man, it's just, I mean, from what we've seen from TNA episodes, they normally pick up in the second half.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. That's fine, and hopefully they do, man. Like, hopefully they do. But yeah, it's like I think that the Hardy Boys, if they're really allowed that creative position, can do a lot for the company and really can bring a lot of eyeballs to it. Because I think a lot of people they want to see that crazy shit. That's the one thing that's gonna help them stand out from WWE too, is doing the cinematic stuff and making it kind of their signature, their footprint.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm sorry, they're showing this commercial, this big titty Latina, and I'm like, damn.
You know what? She can do her OnlyFans and use the certificate to cover her boobs, maybe. Well, part of it, at least. She's got a big rack, so.
No, don't cover the boobs. Show the boobs. Come on. Fan service. Come on.
It's too early for this. I can't do this. Daddy, come on, my wife.
Yeah, the guy was like, "Hey, come on, your wife would probably be better than you on this segment." Like, it's like, I'm like, dude, you fucking sensitive, butthurt little fucking whiny pussy.
Well, that
Good God.
Well, it showed why he doesn't deserve to be a top guy, because even Punk in that situation, I think could have come up with something clever or sarcastic to say back. And that's anybody who has watched that show before, that guy banners. With all his guests, he banners.
Right.
So you walk in, you know what's expected out of you, and you know you got to have some material lined up. You know he's gonna fuck with you. He's not gonna show respect towards you, especially since you're a pro wrestler. So have some shit planned. Like, and that's one thing I kind of respect, at least about CM Punk. Like, I don't know, for those that remember his interview that he had back in the day with that Canadian guy who pissed off Vince McMahon very much. TSN, yeah. When he was on Off the Record with TSN, with Michael Landsberg, I believe it is.
Yeah.
When he was doing that interview, like, he even had, like Michael's like, oh, you're drinking coffee. That's a little rude to be doing on there. He's like, hey, it's early morning. I haven't had my coffee yet. Now, he had shit ready to go and called him out on his fakery, but he did it in such a way that it didn't ruin the broadcast. It made it a little uncomfortable, but to the point where it's still entertaining. You know what I'm saying? But, like, this fucking bitch ass, he doesn't sit through the whole fucking thing. He doesn't finish it. Doesn't even banner. Just walks the fuck off like a bitch.
Well, I mean, like, I hate to say it because it's true. I think Becky would have done a better job. She would have had something witty to come back with. She would have at least played into the banter. Like, if you're gonna put anybody, well, not because the curse. Never mind. Never mind.
If anything, she gets the show canceled. So there you go.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Fuck you. Good morning football. You're going off the air. You got the curse.
And speaking of Seth Rollins, I'm not sure if you heard about it, but the rumor going around is that he hurt Braun Breaker at Raw.
Go figure. Go figure.
So apparently he had an unsafe chair shot, and Braun was on the outside, possibly concussed. So yeah, we'll cover that on the news and go further in depth on it. But that's what's going around right now. Is that I want to say like twice now Seth has hurt this kid. I almost don't want them to feud now because of how fucking dangerous this reckless fuck is.
Yeah, let him feud with Gunther. There you go.
Yeah, fuck it. Let them hurt each other. Fuck it. Go out with a double injury.
Yeah, just put him up against everybody we hate. Cody, Gunther, diarrhea cough. Put him up against fucking Danhausen, CM Punk. Boom.
Okay, so here's a very interesting theory going on right now. The theory going on with Cody is that he has a broken orbital. There you go, orbital. Broken orbital bone. There you go. Sort of. He's got a broken bone in his fucking eye, okay? And because of that, what's going to happen is he might have to take some time off and vacate the title. So that's what's going on there. If that's the case, we can find out on SmackDown. We'll see.
Yeah, we can see. And you know what? Like, take advantage of it. If he has to vacate the title, you know what? If you want to get fans interested, retire the title. Retire that fucking ugly big WWE logo title. Retire that shit. Bring back the Winged Eagle.
There you go. That's a good one. I for one think Noseman is gonna be like, all right, tournament. Damian Priest is the new champion.
He's the guy. He can hold it down. What about Drew McIntyre?
No.
I mean, how many bangers did he have at TakeOver? There you go.
You already had his time.
Time.
Yeah, you're gonna see Damian Priest with a world title run. And then what you're going to see after that is a feud heading into SummerSlam or Survivor Series featuring Malachi Black. So we're going to have, if he has his way, especially if the SmackDown title, Cody's out of the picture, we're going to see Malachi Black and Damian Priest fucking feuding for a good 6 to 9 months.
Oh, guaranteed. Guaranteed. See, right now they're just having a match between Matt Hardy and this fat roly-poly fucking a white outfit. He looks like, what's his name? Fucking Hauser guy from Cobra Kai. Sean Walter Hauser. Looks like him with Down syndrome. He, just big, fat, boring fuck. This match is dragging on.
You know, I can see that he does look like Paul Walter Hauser. He's just a big, fat fuck. Well, that's the whole thing about this stable is they're not bad when it comes to the whole promos and whatnot, but I don't know. When it comes to the in-ring, I don't see the fucking appeal. I don't see why they're feuding with the Hardys. These guys are fucking low tier. I'm sorry.
Yeah, these are not who I'd be pairing with the Hardys at all. They suck. I'm sorry. They've tried. They've tried. There's nothing there.
Well, why
at
don't
all.
they if anything, you have so many different other tag teams. You could do the Order 6. You could do fucking the Nemeth Brothers. There's so many other Why did they have a hyper focus on like these two fucks? These motherfuckers, I'm sorry, the Ring of Honor wrestlers. Nothing more, nothing less.
It's pretty much it, man. They're just the Ring of Honor wrestlers. That's all there is to it, man.
Yeah.
All right, the Lions pick us in. Who are they going with? So the Jets just got Kenyon Sadiq. Great tight end. Athletic freak. Good one, man. It's a good one.
All right, cool.
Fuck.
Morris was saying, would you be shocked if and when Cody vacates the title, he pulls an Eric Bischoff and hands the title to Gunther or Sami Zayn? I mean, it's not too far off. I mean, the whole thing is that I think Triple H will do this for a tournament because what it does is it eats up time on the road to SummerSlam. And I think that he would consider Cody vacating as a blessing because then he gets to put on a boring fucking 2 to 3 month long tournament that's going to eat up a lot of time and save him on storylines. So he's probably excited.
Yeah, man. I mean, now me personally, do I think Cody's going to take time off? I don't know. Like, I think I don't know, man. I don't think he is. I think they're just gonna have him on TV cutting promos until he's safe enough to go in the ring. I don't know. If he does vacate it, they're probably gonna do some tournament, and they're probably gonna have, since it's on SmackDown. Who do you think is likely to win it on SmackDown?
I think right now, they're really going to focus on Damian Priest and Malachi Black. Because all I know is Road Dogg and Triple H were super fucking high on them. They were calling them the Stone Cold and the Rock of the modern day. So I think that the plans haven't changed, and I still think that Triple H is going to do all he can, especially on SmackDown, to get over his dudes. So I think those guys are definitely looking at solid pushes. Have you heard what's going on with Sami Zayn?
What's going on with him?
Okay, so did you, I don't know if you heard about Sami Zayn doing a set over on the Kill Tony show. Did you hear about that, the Kill Tony special?
Well, yeah, I heard that he did a set on there. I didn't hear what happened in his segment.
So basically he did a mockery of like Joe Rogan style is what he said. He's like, I learned a lot, Tony, from the Joe Rogan podcast. He was like, what's up, you woke snowflakes, you cucks? I've come here to insult you retards, blah, 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 blah. And, the woke fans online are all pissed off about it. And then the rumor going around is that comedy performance is what led to him losing the title. I don't know if I believe that. I just think it's Trick's time. He was fucking over like a motherfucker. TKO pulled the trigger. But it's just very interesting, I could see what Sammy was going for, because Sammy, he said, I've always wanted to do stand-up. But unfortunately, like, that scene was so bad, it got cut from the Netflix special. So it was only online. So we'll show you on the news what exactly he said and everything about it. But yeah, it pissed off some of the fan base, So I don't think he threw his career away. I think a lot of fans are going to forget about this. But it may have been one of the reasons why I lost the title. I'm just saying.
Could be, man. It could be one of the reasons why. But with Sammy, I mean, like, what else is he going to do? What else are they going to do with Sami Zayn? So, I mean, the way I look at it is like, you take the title off him. Well, to me, I think that's the right move because him holding on to the title is just, it's a waste.
Where the fuck is KO?
I don't know, man.
I know he's injured, but that's the thing. Is like, you figure if anything's going to really reinvigorate Sami Zayn's career right now, I would say just pair him back up with KO and let him do fucking tag team antics. Pair him up in the tag team division. They need a good tag team right now. These guys have chemistry. Whenever they wrestle, I think that's one of the good things I could say about KO and Sami Zayn is they're since they're friends and they know each other, they have amazing chemistry together in the ring. So I think just put them in the tag division, have them dominate it. SmackDown needs some good tags. Right now, they got a bunch of fucking cruiserweight jobber flip-flop losers. Let's put somebody that actually, two people that can actually cut a promo and have charisma.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Something.
Yeah.
So now they're beating down Matt Hardy. Jeff Hardy's coming out, finally. He's slowly, gingerly running out to the ring.
Well, especially how fucking long this match took.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
is Jeff all Fenton out here? What's going on, man?
Right?
I'm gonna wrestle super slow. I'm gonna throw a shit of fist your way, and you're not gonna catch it. Then I'm gonna do a twist of fate that I don't even grab your neck for. Then I'm gonna sloppily rip off my shirt like Mike Tyson, high off ecstasy. Then I'm gonna climb the top rope. I'm gonna do a swanton, and fucking completely miss it.
And they're laughing.
He landed the back of his head. Good for him. Something landed.
At least nothing was damaged, so yeah, there you go.
Right. I thought that was disgusting. I posted it on social media that I thought that was fucking gross. And it's nasty, man. And while he did delete the post, it's like, this is the type of shit that we've been trying to tell you about Donald Trump, is that he's the type of guy, he loves being blasphemous, more so than any other presidential candidate or president that I've ever seen in my entire life. The man lives to disrespect Jesus Christ, lives to disrespect God. You know, if you've seen the statue in the front of the Mar-a-Lago, if you've heard all the blasphemous stuff, comparisons to Jesus Christ, the second coming, all the weird stuff this guy has said, even the fact that they rewrote the Bible, the Trump Bible, if you've heard about that, like just all the really gross stuff that this guy has taken part of and publicizes, and to see all these brain-dead MAGAs fans always putting him over and saying, oh, he's a savior, he's saving our country, good. No, I'm sorry, he's an elite worshiping demon. He's not a good person. He never will be.
Absolutely. Well, and I would ask them just to hold him accountable, man. As you would any politician, you got to hold Trump accountable. Because what happens when you don't? Then he starts doing what the neocons want, and what the neocons want is not what MAGA should be wanting. Like I remember, like the MAGAs used to hate the neocons. What happened?
Oh, it's reversed now. It's pretty much, that's what it is. Like, especially if you saw online Donald Trump just bagging on all the right-wing conservative influencers like Candace Owens, like Alex Jones, just ragging on all of them, talking shit about all of them. Think about all the time and effort that these people put in trying to put over Donald Trump and make him into the savior. And this is how he repays them. You know, he's a terrible person with no loyalty at all.
None. He'll stab you in the back if you have like one little disagreement with him on something. He's like, I don't know, Mr. President. He's like, all right, you're out. In fact, you're going to the camps. Get out of here.
I don't know, man. He's got a lot of shit he needs to work on. And that's the thing too, is like, what you notice about old people is if they're already fucking crazy, they just get crazier as they get older. There's no change. Like, they get more stubborn and more crazier, and there's no way of getting out of it. It's just a slow de-evolution into the abyss that they can't ever crawl out of. That's how it is.
Yeah, man, that's just the way it is with them. It's sad, but you know, and you see it with like grandma and grandpa. You see it with just old people in general. They get stubborn, they get set in their ways, and they don't want to change. And I get it, you know, I get it, but at the same time, it's like you don't want that running the country. You can't have your leaders being in their 80s. It's crazy.
Exactly, and that's what people have to consider, is that as they get older, they become less mentally competent. And he could say, you know, I'm still as sharp as a tack. He's obviously proving that he's not, because there's no filter. If he was smart enough, he would realize the consequences of his actions, or he would at the very least have somebody that moderates his social media and keeps him from saying stupid shit. He doesn't care. That's the point, is he's so confident, overconfident about himself.
And I think he just surrounds himself with a bunch of yes men. And I think that's how the puppet control system works, is that they isolate him, they keep him controlled, they keep him blackmailed, they let him know, hey, just to let you know, Donald, if you step out of line, we're gonna release the Epstein files on you. And I think that's why he's willing to play ball with everything that one country wants to do. It's a shame, man, because like you really and look, I get it, man. I get what MAGAs want, man. They want like to bring the fucking deep state to heel, and they want a fighter on their behalf who's gonna tear it all down. Bro, you want a fighter? Look in the mirror. You are the fighter that you're looking for. And what we need to do is we need to be focusing on local politics, the local level. The top level, the presidential level, that's going to be controlled by the fucking military-industrial complex, the banking elite, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. It's going to be controlled by them. Your local level more than likely is not. It's too local. It's too broken down and you know, separated to be easily controlled. Focus on the local level. Build from the ground up. You are the fighter you need. Donald Trump is not a fighter for you. He never has been. He was a fighter for the people that he fucking owed a favor to. You are the fighter you need.
Don't worry, Mr. Little Hat. I will do all I can to kiss the wall of Israel. And don't worry, I fired that Patsy Pam Bundy. We can blame it all on her. It's not on me and my incompetence. It's all on Pam Bundy. Just blame her.
And they are. They're
And we'll make sure to redact every person on the client list. There was no client list, even though there was a client list. Even though Ghislaine Maxwell admitted there was a client list. Even though Melania Trump came out and admitted there was a client list. There's no client list. We're going to redact it.
Like, come on, man. Like,
what they're trying to do is they're trying to sweep this under the rug like they did with Pizzagate. Yeah. They're trying to do the same fucking thing. And we covered Pizzagate back in the day. We were telling you that it's not, this shit isn't bullshit. It's not bullshit. Look at the connections and what happened. Look at all the creators that got their channels attacked for daring to talk about Pizzagate. Videos pulled left and right. And then look at all the people that ever talk crap about Pizzagate, tried to make it look bad. What happened to them? They all got outed as pedos. Yeah. Very strange.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a reason why they probably didn't want it out.
Right. So King Marcus was saying, worst case scenario, Chainsaw Rollins as your camp buddy. You're both lost.
Oh, God.
Or CM Puke as your soldier buddy. You're both stuck in enemy lines. Oh, I'm going to pick Chainsaw Rollins as my camp buddy. Because at the very least, like, he's one of those guys, he's got such a loud, annoying, fucking grating, whiny fucking voice that it'll alert people, you know? They'll be like, what the fuck is this? Is that a broken chainsaw? What the fuck is that? They'll investigate it. But with CM Puke as your soldier buddy and you're both stuck in enemy lines, that motherfucker would sell you out to anybody to get out. He would step over your body just so he could use it to get over the barbed wire. He would do anything he could to fucking sell you out. He has no loyalty whatsoever. So I hate to say it, you have a better time with Chainsaw Rollins than you do with Punk.
The CM stands for China Man, yeah.
Oh, dude, he would, if they ever do that social credit score shit over here in America, he's fucking moving to China. Probably asking John, hey, John, you got any pointers? Where should I move to?
Yeah, get the RFID chip or I'll kick your ass.
If it was parading around about fucking teens cutting off their dicks, it's not a far stretch, just saying.
It's not, man. It's not. And there's going to be a push for that in the future. It's coming. It's coming. You got to stand. You got to reject it. You got to say no. Don't. They're going to want to microchip you. They're going to want to do a lot of shit. You got to reject it, man. You got to fight back. Say no.
Yeah, that's the type of shit. We don't like talking about the doomer shit too much, you know, because we just want to have a good time around here, man. We want to make you realize that overall, at the very end, you control your reality. If you choose to live in misery, you will make a lifetime full of misery. You got to understand your thoughts are very powerful, man. If you choose to have positivity in your life, you will have positivity, man. It's all about thoughts. That's why we put it out in the news, Rhea Ripley, and how she's living in this spell of negativity, even though she's a millionaire and beloved by millions. That doesn't matter. Right now, she's focusing on the negative instead of focusing on all the things she should be grateful for. The fact that Buddy Murphy loves her and is always there for her. She's got loving pets at home. She's got an adoring fan base that are always going to be there for her. She's got a boss that fucking loves her and thinks she's the best female in the company. She's the number one woman in a lot of people's eyes. She has so much going for her, yet she focuses on the negative. So I would hope, if anything, this drives her closer to God and makes her realize she has to be grateful for what she has.
She does, man. I mean, like, and at the end of the day, it's like she got where she wanted, man. She when she was a kid, she's like, oh, when I'll get older, I want to be wrestling at WrestleMania. Well, there you go. Yeah. You got everything you wanted, and then some, and more, and you're still not happy. That's because you're not spiritually fulfilled.
Well, we've seen this out of people who are atheists or Satanists, is that there's never enough. No. You see it with these liberal IWC wrestling fans. It's never enough. You can never please them. They will always be unhappy because they're unhappy with themselves. It has nothing to do with pro wrestling. Ultimately, it comes down to their own mental well-being and their own health, and they won't take care of that. They don't consider that a priority. They consider their fandom a priority, which is a sad thing. They put aside everything, their mental health, their physical health, their spiritual health, everything for this fit gay pro wrestling bullshit. At the end of the day, this is just an escape. It's an escape for an hour, 2, 3, whatever you want to fucking do with it. It's an escape from whatever you're dealing with. That's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be your life. It never is supposed to be your life. Even for a pro wrestler, this is your escape. You go out there, you escape the world by getting that adrenaline rush and fucking having a good contest with your fellow competitor.
Honestly, you know, for her and for a lot of these wrestlers out there, just get off social media. The best thing that they could do for their mental health, just get off X entirely.
they don't understand how bad it is for a lot of people, because the whole thing about X, and I've told a couple people this, is that you have to really just post your shit and walk away. You can't hang around, because it's one of those things where you'll see the negativity come in, you'll see the trolls come in, and you just don't respond with them, because they will come up with whatever bullshit response to make them feel like they won, and then they'll just block you. I've seen it done a billion times. Oh, yeah. I just regularly
will happen to me.
Yeah, man. I just regularly will go on X, and I see people that I don't remember interacting with at all that have blocked me. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Wrestlers that I've never interacted with that have blocked me. Promoters. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? You know, it's just one of those things where, like, I've always looked at it, if somebody's harassing you on X, don't be a bitch, just mute them. And then if it gets to the point that they're going overboard and DMing you, that's when you block them. Simple as that. When you're just blocking people over random disputes, it's dumb. It's fucking stupid. It's just a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. But I want to bring this up. So Dr. Brian Robinson was saying thoughts on D4VD case. LA is hell, man. So, for those that don't know, it's a child, whatchamacallit case against evidence in a case against a singer, D4VD, accused of murder. So, accused of murdering a 14-year-old. So it said that CP is among the key evidence Los Angeles prosecutors say will bolster their case against the alt-pop singer D4VD, who has been charged with murder and prolonged sexual abuse of a middle school age girl whose remains were found in the trunk of his car last year. By the way, this is on CNN's article. Just credit them. Yeah. The 21-year-old entertainer who was arrested on April 16th has pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder with special circumstances, continuous sexual abuse of a child under 14 years old, and mutilating human remains. D4VD, whose legal name is David Anthony Burke, is accused of killing 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who was last seen alive going to his home on April 2025 when she threatened to expose a sexual relationship with her and ruin his career, according to a criminal complaint filed on Monday. Celeste was killed by multiple penetrating wounds. I really hope that this guy gets the fucking case slammed against him. And I can tell you, for one, he's one of many. He is one of many. There's so many of these fuckers in all forms of entertainment, in all forms of school, politics, whatever, in any form of power. Just look at it that way. Bank, whatever. Any form of power. These motherfuckers, they love trading this shit. They trade it like baseball cards. They trade it like Pokemon cards. They look forward to this shit. It's so big of a problem, and there's a reason why, if you've ever wondered why To Catch a Predator was taken off the air. Do you know why it was taken off the air?
No.
Let me tell you why it was taken off the air. The reason why it was taken off the air is because they found out that the district attorney from New York City was talking to a 14-year-old. So what they did is they went over to his house because they realized that he didn't show up at the meetup spot. They went over to his house to go find out what happened, and he shot himself.
Oh, wow.
So that's the whole reason why they canceled. And not only that, but they found out that so many people in power, whether they be DAs, police, attorneys, they were coming up as people featured on this. So it was showing a lot of people in power were being busted by this popular show To Catch a Predator. And for anybody that follows any of the YouTube channels that are out there that carry on the tradition after that show got canceled, for anybody that follows those shows, the Predator shows, the catching shows and whatnot, a lot of these people, they have government jobs. You'll be crazy to find out how many of these fuckers have government jobs and are doing this
controlled.
Shit. It's
They're
power.
Controlled.
It's all about power. It's all about control. Absolutely, man. So yeah, now I'm so glad that people are brave enough to still continue that and put their lives on the line for that shit. Because trust me, once you see how much power is connected with it, you understand why it's so prevalent. You understand why it's the hot topic, and that it goes so much deeper than that, man. When you really start digging, we could really go into it, but yeah,
for sure, man.
Let's show a connection though, real quick. I got a picture for the news, but I'm gonna tell you about it right now. You've heard about the name Rob Feinstein, right? You know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rob Feinstein, he's done pictures recently with people like Adam Page. He's done pictures with Will Ospreay. And just recently, he did a picture at WrestleMania with Nick Khan.
Oh, shit.
Now, for those that don't know who Rob Feinstein is the former owner of Ring of Honor. And Rob Feinstein was featured on a Predator show meeting up with a 14-year-old boy, or about to meet up with a 14-year-old boy. They had these chat logs and stuff. And that is what led to Ring of Honor really losing a lot of its popularity. Samoa Joe went on a rant about Rob Feinstein. A lot of their top stars leaving. The company really tanking to the point that it had to sell to Tony. You know, it was on life support after a lot of that shit went down. But Rob, yeah, that's what a lot of people saw, is they saw, hey, shit, this is what's going down. Him meeting with Nick Khan. I'm pretty sure Nick knows who the fuck he is. I'm just saying.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, it very well could be, you know, they could know some shit going on. I got distracted. They just showed Britt Baker at the fucking the draft party, so that's where she is. Not on TV. She's at a fucking draft party, but yeah, man. So that's some fucking crazy shit. It all goes deep. It all goes fucking deep, man. And it like Ring of Honor. But the question is that my question is that I think we've had a little bit of a taste on like the sickos in the wrestling business. How far do you think this really goes in the wrestling business?
I've heard so many crazy rumors, man. One of the craziest that I've heard from back in the day, and even this, take it with a grain of salt what I'm saying, is that Vince McMahon was heavily in operation with the Masons and the Illuminati to aid in trafficking. Crazy rumor. And this is something that was posted a while back. I don't know if I believe it, but then you start looking at the connections of like, God, what was it? That one diva who ended up, Ashley Massaro, who was involved with the Epstein list. And you're like, how the fuck does Ashley Massaro get involved with a bigwig like Epstein? You know, this guy's working with the Rothschilds, working with Mossad. How the fuck does Ashley Massaro, this fucking nobody wrestler, get involved with him, you know? And I'm thinking to myself, dude, maybe she's one of many wrestler chicks that got involved in this. And there's a reason why Donald Trump is doing all he can to get rid of the Epstein files. Maybe he's protecting his friends. Vince is a very good friend of his.
Well, he literally said that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like, and this is the whole thing. You have to keep this in mind. We, at the end of the day, even if he is involved in all this shit, we separate Vince McMahon, the creator.
Don't take my cigar. Don't take my cigar. I'm sorry.
No, it's just we hold Vince McMahon. There's the creator and there's the person.
Yeah,
we respect the creator,
and that's the whole thing, man. And that's and see, I think you make such a good point. Is that we're able to separate the entertainer from the person. You know, it's like fucking Sting, right? Crow Sting, and then Nick Borden or Steve Borden, like two different people. And that's what I think you've been trying to say, and what I've been trying to say is that, and that's how we look at it, man. Like, we're able to separate Vince McMahon, the sicko, from Vince McMahon, the entertaining personality, because Vince McMahon is wildly entertaining.
Oh yeah,
no doubt.
Well, and what has even Stephanie McMahon said about her own father?
Yep.
She's like, I'm crazy just like him. She even admits that her father's fucking insane, dude. And you would have to be a little bit insane to come up with the crazy ideas that he has come up with. You have to be like that mad scientist type of genius. That's what he is. I've always looked at Vince McMahon as a mad scientist. Sure, he can come up with some fucking batshit crazy shit that's not going to translate well onto camera, but he can come up with some true gold too. And when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, what he did with Russo and Ferrara and Bruce Pritchard was magic. It was lightning in a bottle, and it will stand the test of time. So far, nothing has beat that.
Nothing has beat that, man. And like, who knows? Maybe that chapter is not yet closed on Vince McMahon. Maybe there's another chapter coming down the road. Who knows? Who knows?
We shall see, man.
We shall see.
Here's the thing too. Like, I don't want people to get it twisted and be like, I hate Vince McMahon. I don't hate Vince McMahon at all.
No.
I greatly respect what he's done for this industry. Do I think that he still has it in the tank? I'll be quite honest. At first, I didn't think that, but then I started seeing the reports about him helping out at WrestleMania 42, him still talking to Bruce Pritchard, Jim Ross saying that he's still working in the weeds, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck do they know? Especially a guy like Jim Ross, dude, he's still very connected, still talks to a lot of people backstage at WWE. He used to have Triple H's job before he did, so I'm like, what the fuck does he know, man? Because he's still going to be talking to Bruce. He's still going to be talking to a lot of those guys up there. So that made me think, dude, Vince still has something in the tank. I think, if anything, the one thing that Vince can bring back to the company is protecting stars and protecting their legacy. And even Randy Orton spoke about that recently. He gave props to Vince McMahon, and he said, you know what? He protected the RKO for the longest time so people didn't kick out of it. He made it the finisher. And I love him. I think that's great. That I can't stand that about Triple H, that he's devalued finishers. None of them mean anything anymore when they used to mean something. Even Triple H's pedigree used to mean something. He hits somebody with that, they're fucking down. Sting gets hit with the pedigree, don't matter if he's Sting, he's fucking down. I would love to see that come back. The protection of finishers, signature moves meaning something, the no selling going out the fucking window, this New Japan style leaving WWE. I wanted to go back to Vince's style because at the very least he knew how to protect the wrestlers and knew how to really get the most out of them. Whether they be an entertainer, whether they be a grappler, whatever their style is, he knew how to get the most out of them. In that very Paul Heyman-esque like way, you know, he knew how to get the most out of them.
Absolutely, man. He did. He did, and that's what was great about it. So for people,
Cool.
you know, wondering what's going on with TNA, fucking what's her name? Zia Brookside came out, fucking beat up Mei Ying Lee, turned heel on her. Cool. I gotta say, man, if we're gonna like add another fucking hot Asian bitch to the fucking hot Asian bitch stable of bitches we've been talking about, add her in there, man. She's pretty fucking hot.
Yeah, no, she's great. You know who I think it pisses me off, dude. It pisses me why are you wasting? I would say this to WWE. Why the fuck are you wasting Wendy Chu and Nikita Lyons on Evolve?
I know, dude.
Like you go and you see these promos that Nikita Lyons is cutting on social media, that she's cutting on Evolve, and you're like, dude, this chick should be on SmackDown. You go ahead and you see the type of stuff that Wendy Chu is doing, how she's performing in the ring, and you're like, why did they demote her? Like, I know they're trying to bring some sort of star power down to Evolve to get people to watch, but bro, Wendy deserves a lot more. She's been in NXT for what, 3 to 4 years? Let her get a shot on SmackDown. Let's see what she's got.
What I'm thinking they're doing is they're using her like she's the veteran they're going to send down there to season the wrestlers they got. Akeem Messidor. That's how we fucking do it. Good. Okay, I'm sorry.
Very good.
Yeah, so I think that's what they're doing is they're going to or they're sending the veterans down there to help season the young, get them ready. But man, like I'd like to see her in TNA, man. Yeah, I want to see her. If we're talking about like hot Asian bitches, let's bring back Su Yung. Her big fucking mommy milkers, bring her in there. Yeah, man, it's like there's so many fucking female talents out there that can be bringing into TNA. I mean, if you're not doing anything with them, send them over to TNA. Let them use them.
Oh, and especially over in TNA, I think Nikita Lyons would be a top star. I think Carlos Silva would make her, and he would do with her what he did with Ariana Grace. Because Ariana Grace was very much one of those like fucking off the radar NXT chicks that didn't get enough time. She got a decent amount of time, but not enough time for her superstar level. When somebody looks that fucking good, they're that good of a wrestler, they're that good on the mic, they have a fucking character, they have great chemistry with their boyfriend, and then they're a pedigree too. They're from, you know, another wrestler, you know, they're a generation. When it comes down to all that and they have all of that, you let them shine. They let Adriana Grace shine, and she's fucking phenomenal. She's one of my favorite TNA females right now, besides like Tessa Blanchard. She's fucking top level. So I love the fact that they let her shine and let her do her thing. Nikita Lyons is in that same vein. I think if they let her get that shot, let her shine, especially after Adriana gets called up to SmackDown or whatever, this is the spot. Let her fill that void. Let her become that chick because she's that fucking good. And Wendy Chu, she's TNA good too. I think her and that Mi Yim chick, or the one thing that they just show getting beat up by Zia Brookside.
Mei Ying Lee.
Mei Ying Lee. They pair them up together. You have your hot Asian bitch combo there. There you go.
Boom. There you go, man. It's that simple, man. That's all you got to do is just like take the hot Asian bitches, put them together. They're like Legos. You put them together, you take over.
Well, it's bad. Like, aren't they?
Mei Ying Lee. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So you got a Chinese girl and a Filipino girl. I like that. That's a nice little mix of Asian because you usually get Japanese. Yeah. Now you get like that other foreign side of hot bitches. So that works. I like it. Cool. All right. King Marcus said, mainstream people hate Trump for the wrong reasons. They should be hating him for the real evil reasons. And that's how I've always felt too, King Marcus. I even posted that on social media. I'm like, people, they hate Trump, you know, because he sides with the evil Jews. I'm so sick and tired of all the Jew bashing, by the way. It's so stupid. Yeah. I'm so sick and tired. Like, because it's just them going with the narrative. And I feel bad for a lot of these poor Jewish people that get attacked, you know? It's like,
oh, yeah.
You know, because when you really look at who the true elites are and you look at their backgrounds, they're fake Jews. They're not even real Jews, and they use anti-Semitism to protect them, which I think is fucking bullshit. And I can't stand, when you truly look at who the Illuminati are, I can't stand how they use other people as bioweapons, and they use other people to serve their agendas. I think it's unbelievably evil what they're doing, especially what they've done with the LGBT community and weaponized them, and made them believe, hey, we're all for you. No, you're not. You slap a fucking rainbow on any sort of fucking corporate logo for a month, and that's all you do. You don't fucking care about the gay people. Use them. And all the gay people that are actually fucking smart have woken up and realized that. And I just even then, but I'm sorry, even then they're trying to pervert the LGBTQ by adding the maps into there and adding all these weird perversions like bestiality and whatnot. Wouldn't be surprised if they fucking add necrophilia into it. They're trying to add in all these weird perversions and fetishes into LGBTQ. Like, oh, accept me because I'm a fucking weirdo.
Damn it.
That's what it is.
Oh man! As soon as you said that, I'm like, CM Punk's like, respect necrophobia or I'll kick your ass. Hashtag fuck a dead body or I'll break your face.
That's what it is. Hashtag fuck a dead body.
Oh shit!
Yeah, just it's nothing wrong about it. You just dig them up and put them in a fucking warm tub for a couple hours, get them nice and soft. Yeah,
put them in the microwave.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Jesus!
I'm sorry. We the only way we know about this is the South Park sketch where they talk about doing that. They're like, you know what it sounds like, right? Give me that jar of mayonnaise. This is what it sounds like, fucking a dead body.
Oh god,
that's the only way we fucking know, bro. And maybe a couple Cannibal Corpse songs, but other than that,
Cannibal Corpse. I will give Cannibal Corpse credit for one thing. I mean,
what's up?
They to sing like people don't know. They think, oh, growling's easy. No, motherfucker, no, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Well, it's one of those things where you have to work on it for a long time to really get that guttural. And even then, there's some people that are otherworldly with it. Like one a good example of that is the singer from Cattle Decapitation. The vocal range that he has, because we grew up with this guy in San Diego. He was singing for the Locusts for a little bit, and then he split off and he started doing Cattle Decap. And Cattle Decap have some of the craziest fucking live shows. This guy can do the high fucking shrill witch screams. He can do like that crispy, the crispy demon voice. Yeah, he could do the fucking like the evil witch voice. He could do like the one of the deepest, most guttural growls that I've ever fucking heard. Like it sounds like a demon boar on the fucking microphone, dude. Just the vocal range that is out. That's the thing. Like, I'm not a big fan of what they sing about, but to discount the level of talent that is out there for grindcore, black metal, death metal, they're some of the most proficient rock musicians out there without question, and they deserve the respect in that regard.
So like one band that I'm a fan of is like they take that style that like raw style. They take that and they mix it with like technical metal. Okay. Anybody ever heard of a band called Necrophagist?
Oh, isn't it a necrophagia?
No, Necrophagist.
Okay, all right.
Is the name of the band.
I'm thinking, Oh, this chick's good. Katie Arquette. I've seen her before. She's got some skills.
Oh, look at her.
Yeah, no, she's not too bad. I've seen her in the ring.
Too. There you go.
She's got big boobies, big butt. She's actually a good wrestler. So this shit, I hope they sign. This is one chick that I've been looking out for on the indies. I'm glad they signed her. You know who I think they should bring in? She's been looking great lately. Caitlyn.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it, dude. Caitlyn has some huge knockers.
Yes.
She's hot. She's in great shape. She cuts a decent promo. She's got the diva background. I say fucking bring her in, dude. But yeah, this chick right here, this Katie Arquette, I'm telling you, man, she'd be a solid signing.
Yeah, man. I mean, it looks like she's good in the ring. She's kind of easy on the eyes. I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool with it. Now, is she good on the mic? Does she have a personality to back it up?
I haven't seen any promos. I like her physical charisma from what I've seen. I like her look. I like her match style, and I think she's safe. So we'll see what happens. I mean, hopefully TNA gives her a shot, man. But Trent High said, can you imagine if Punk was drafted for World War III? What the fuck? I'm past the draft age. I should be a grandfather, even though I wouldn't give birth to a fucking piece of shit, fucking little leech kid. Fuck that shit. You can't draft me. I have mental issues. Yeah.
If you draft me, I'll break your face.
Yeah.
I can just see him in the fucking army helmet looking at his like fellow soldiers like, what are you looking at, asshole?
As soon as we go overseas, I'm fucking going AWOL. I'm ripping the fucking chip out, and I'm saying, Trump, kiss my fucking ass. Yeah.
I'll fight for the Chinese. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go where the grass is greener.
He has no loyalty. You know how it goes.
Yeah,
he would sell out AJ Lee to a Chinaman in a fucking Chinaman second. Just saying.
See you later, AJ.
What the? I thought we were soulmates!
You thought we were soulmates? What a fucking idiot! So long!
Yes. Chapter 2 said, will they ever do Charlotte versus Tessa in WWE?
I
Yes,
know, man.
I think they will. Well, and I'm sure Charlotte would fucking love it, man. And I'm thinking even Triple H would love it. And Triple H, man, if you're listening, this is how you lay it out. Get her in the door. I would get Tessa in the door by Survivor Series, so you really have time to build her up. Build her up as a top name on SmackDown. Start having her fucking just beat the shit out of bitches. Work her up the ladder. By the time you get to Royal Rumble, have her. Tessa be in the Royal Rumble, have her be in the Final Four with Charlotte, have her eliminate Charlotte. Set up the match, Tessa versus Charlotte for WrestleMania, both two top-level SmackDown brand chicks, and have them bring in Ric Flair and Tully Blanchard in their corners. This is the type of shit that could get a lot of people talking about a women's match right away. You got the legends, you got the fucking Four Horsemen lore right there. You could even bring in like Arn Anderson as a special guest referee. I think they should go fucking all out with this shit. This is a chick match that I would actually give a shit about for a Charlotte match. I would be excited for a Charlotte match if this match happened the way I'm picturing it.
Yeah, man, I'm down for it. I mean, shit. I mean, she's in TNA right now. There's really nothing they're really going to do with her. Fuck it. Bring her up to the main roster. I mean, I'm pretty sure she would be fucking elated to go to WWE and be on the main roster. And with a talent like her, for the love of God, do not put her in NXT. That would be like getting telling LeBron James, hey LeBron, you're good and all, but I think you need some basketball lessons. Like that's how fucking crazy that would be. No, a talent like her, you put her on the main roster, you let her just go.
That's what I'm saying.
Just go, just do the thing, you know.
Well, that's the thing is, and the way I look at it is TNA is already a developmental. She's already done her fucking time. She's already proved her worth. And that's the thing too, is if they're gonna
paid her dues.
If they're going to pretty much hotshot Stephanie Vecchio, who had barely any English training and had like a fucking small stint in AEW and AAA, they're going to do that to Persephone too when they get her, Persephone when they get her as well. Why not give the hot shot to Tessa Blanchard? She's got the fucking pedigree. She's a third generation wrestler. She comes in, they can fucking do promo packages for him. They could build her up to be a top killer right off the bat on SmackDown. And SmackDown really needs her, by the way. Build her up. Have her fucking be in the Final Four, have her eliminate Charlotte. That's a great way to build her up and build up that WrestleMania match and give Charlotte something meaningful for once than just being another fucking tag team wrestler.
And you know how I do it too? Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Yeah. Have her debut at the Rumble. She shows up. The camera pans in on Tessa and Charlotte. They're having a face off. It's like, holy shit. The crowd's probably saying that. And you could build that going forward. They trade blows back and forth, man. This could happen. And the whole racism bullshit, it's over with. We're watching TNA every week. We're not seeing the you're a racist.
She getting pops
chance.
Yeah. Pops. Well, that's what I'm saying, and I think that's what they wanted to do. I think WWE looked at a lot of it like that: is put her back on TV, see how they react, let it sweep under the rug, because that's how all these companies are, politics, WWE, whatever. Any sort of controversy, let it sweep under the rug, let it smooth out, and then elevate. So that's what I think is going to happen there. I think she's going to come back soon. She's going to come to WWE sooner than we think. That's Probably. What I really feel about her. God, where was it? This is an interesting thing. I think she would be hated on the Raw brand, but on SmackDown, I think there's room for her to grow, because I think she's there with a lot of other misfits who got a lot of hate. I had never heard about Rhea having any sort of hatred towards her, so I think that's good to go. Jade Cargill, I think, is cool with her. A lot of the big names I'm starting to think of, and not only that, but I think the people that do have problems with her will be on their way out. Like Bayley, if she's got an issue, she's fucking on her way out in June. So, I think a lot of the SmackDown women won't have too much of an issue. Raw might be a different story. So I've only heard of a few chicks in the industry. I know Chelsea Green, she's going to be one that's going to be a fucking pain in the ass. That's that they might have to ship her over to Raw just to prevent any sort of clashes. So that's one that they would have to be considerate of. But Isla Dawn, she's gone, so that's one less headache. I'm trying to think of who else really hates Tessa. Piper's out with a neck injury, so you don't got to worry about that. But who else on the main roster really has an issue with Tessa? That's what I'm trying to think of.
Well, anyone that would have been in TNA around that time, anyone who would have been maybe on the indies with her. So thinking about it, okay, so Chelsea we know hates her.
Sure.
Or at least has a problem with her.
Priscilla Kelly's another one. She's not in WWE. She's in GCW. So that's good.
Yeah. So she's out of there. And ever since she's come back, it's everything we've heard about her is there's no hate at all. Bunny, Allie, and Rebel hate to. Yeah, that's from what I heard. But who knows? Maybe the fact that Bunny's there now, maybe they're cool. Maybe they're cool. And that's the thing is that cool. Like, yeah. And so the way I look at it is like, I think there's more value with Tessa being on your main roster than Chelsea, because Chelsea is at best going to be a mid-carder. Let's be real. She's a comedy act, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're look at Danhausen, he's a comedy act, but he's selling merch.
Put her over on Raw with fucking Ethan Page. You already saw that they worked in NXT. They have charisma. Fucking just do that. That way you avoid a headache. You can bring Tess up. All the names that are being named in our chat are all people outside of WWE, so it's not an issue. Bring her up to SmackDown. Right there.
Right. Absolutely. And that's the thing is like, bring her up to SmackDown. Boom, there you go. Put Chelsea with Ethan Page over on Raw and let them do their Canadian faction over there. That's all cool, man. Like that, and that's the way to do it going forward. Like that's the way you can do it. And the way I look at her, man, is that in ring, on the mic, presence, entrance, all that. She's a main event level female talent. For sure.
She deserves a lot more love than what she's getting right now. I would love to see her get the spotlight, especially since she's still fairly young. When a woman is this young and this talented and that already good and ready for the main roster, you don't fucking sit and wait for them. You bring them up immediately. You pull the trigger on them. And that's what I've been trying to tell to Triple H. When you're desperate right now, man, you've been buckling down with your bullshit for the longest time. You need to make stars. This is one that's waiting right here in TNA. All you got to do is bring her up. It's that simple.
Yeah, man. It's that fucking simple. But, he's like, no, I'm trying to build up my black and gold darlings. Oh, well, she's better than them, and if he's being honest with himself, he knows.
She was one at one time before the Ricochet shit. She was one.
Yeah, but like again, Hunter, Paul Levesque, Noseman. Imagine the matches that you could get for like Tessa and Rhea Ripley, Tessa Charlotte Flair, Tessa and Beck Hair, Tessa and Tiffany Stratton. Like imagine the matches you could get out of that.
I just think Vakir and Tessa would be snug as fuck, dude. That'd be two fucking Latina bitches beating the shit out of each other. I'd love that shit.
Fuck yeah. There you go. Like right there you go. And she's a good mic worker. She's got the entrance down pat. Got it all. Like looks like a star, but like again, now's the time. I think now's the time. Like let her have another summer in TNA. Fine. After that, start getting the process going of getting her in the Rumble and then debuting her next year. What do you like? Seriously, what have you got to lose? Because like, there's no more racism heat anymore. That's done. Bring her in.
I say, even skip the whole fucking win of the Knockouts Championship. Just bring her up to SmackDown. I say after this summer, have her do a big program where you bring her up. Like, just have her lose to a top bitch or whatever. Put her over. Bring her up to SmackDown. Get a storyline going for her. Get some videos going beforehand. Build her up for a month. Bring her up to SmackDown and just have her start dominating. That's the way.
Right there, man. Right there. So now they're doing a system promo in the back.
Bear's awesome. I like Bear. Yeah. I think he's a good talent.
Right.
Everybody else is kind of meh.
He's the only one that stands out in the faction of the system. Like he, in my opinion, in time could probably be a main eventer in TNA. Everybody else, meh.
Yeah, they're all absolutely straight up. King Marcus said, no matter what wing someone supports, left or right, that bird will always be caged, never free. I pray more people would be free from that cage. And you know what? Honestly, King Marcus, I feel like that's going to be, I think that's going to be something going forward. I feel in the air that a big change is coming. And I feel like I've read a lot of reports that the veil is going to be very low next month. It's a great opportunity to really get your thoughts out there, get your meditation out there, put out those positive thoughts, and really pray for a better future. And I firmly believe, though, that during this period, a lot of people will be driven to their spiritual side. Those that have, completely disregarded, lumped in spirituality with religion. I think they're going to find out just how different religion and spirituality truly are. They're two different spheres. And once you truly start to get in sync with the universe, it gets weird, bro. You start seeing stuff like where you walk outside, you see like a white butterfly go by, you think of something and then it immediately pops up as a billboard like we saw. Remember the Synchronicity billboard that we saw that one time? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I want to ask you a question. So, like, I'm like, what I do is I like to meditate outside. I'll sit down in my backyard. I'll sit down in the sun and just meditate. Just breathe in the fresh air and, all that.
Right.
Of the past 2 days, I don't know what's going on, but like every time I meditate out there, I always see 3 ducks flying over my head. I don't know what it means. I don't know what's going on, but what do you think it means?
Well, if anything, it's letting you know that this is a simulation that you can control. And that's something that people don't want to hear, but that's how it really, that's really what it comes down to, is this is a simulation that you can control if you know how to control it. And that's where the spirituality comes in, is it helps you get in touch with the creator of the simulation and helps you basically get on the same path as him and really get in sync with him, so to speak. And when you start noticing those weird synchronicities, that's where shit starts getting crazy, man. And when you're just like, dude, like, it starts weirding you out at first when you start seeing it. You look at the clock and you see 333, or you see 1111, stuff like that. And you start seeing it all the time. You see animals look at you at weird times, just any sort of weird thing that catches you off guard. And you're like, okay, this definitely something's up. That lets you know you're on the right path. It's a very strange situation once you start to see it happen. And I feel like a lot of people are going to start to see it happen, for especially those that have never seen it happen before. We're a little ahead of the curve. I think they're going to start seeing it this year.
No, for sure, man. Well, you know what I found weird is like last year, going through something stressful. I go out to the fucking backyard and there was like a little black turtle, like walking through the backyard. It freaked me out. It was like who lost their turtle? Like, where did this come from?
Yeah,
No,
it's a possibility. I mean, it could have gotten in from underneath the fence. Who knows how it got there? But I've always looked at it like, you know what? God puts things in your life for a reason, and situations in your life for a reason, and even animals. Like, I want this to be like perfectly clear. Like, I don't view pets as just pets. I view them as very special souls that were brought into your life. And I've always believed in that. When they say that you don't choose your animal, the animal chooses you. 100% correct. These animals, they choose us. And there's a reason why animals look at us, as not as their guardians, but as their peers. Sure. You got to understand, this goes very deep, man. When it comes down to it, and you really start to understand spirituality and animals and all this other stuff, you can understand why the Indians, Native Americans, treated the animals with such respect, the earth with such respect, trees, nature with such respect, because we're all connected.
Yeah, it's God's creation. So yeah, Justin, that's cool that you made a song, man. That's awesome.
Awesome. Right on, Ben. Yeah, keep on doing it.
Fuck yeah.
And that's a great thing too. It's like it's the funnest thing when you actually get to create music. Like,
oh yeah,
the funnest times. Like and that's the thing too. Is like, if you're a creator, whether you make music, whether you write, what you have to do is just get past that writer's block or get past that creation block and just start doing it. Just start doing it, and then eventually, whatever type of creative thing you're doing, you'll get into the groove. It may take longer than others, but once you get in that groove, man, you don't want to do anything else. You don't want to play games. You don't want to watch TV. You just want to focus on that and get it done. You don't even want to eat. Like, wife will be like, "Hey, dinner," and I'm like, "All right, 30 more minutes. Just leave it in the microwave. I'll be there."
Yeah.
Oh, and that's how it is, man. I don't care. My stomach will be like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa," and I'm like, "Fuck that. I'm creating. Fuck off, stomach."
Fuck you, stomach. I'm creating.
Fuck you, stomach. I'm creating. Shut the fuck up. I'm creating, bitch. That's what I tell that to my body, because like, dude, like, and I've always viewed that too. You got to be the master of your own body. I'm almost like Vince McMahon when it comes to that. I get mad when I sneeze, dude. I hate that weakness. I like being always able to just focus on creation. And that's the worst too. When you're in the middle of creating, you're like, fuck, I gotta get ready for work. Fuck, I gotta go do errands. Fuck, I gotta go do this boring bullshit. Like, fuck, I just want to create. The worst is when you're in the groove, man. The worst feeling as a creator. You know it, man.
Oh, I know, dude. Well, it's because it's like you want to get it done, but it's like, oh, fuck.
Gotta go do this shit.
It's done.
Yep. Yep. You know the pain.
Well, we know the pain. We know the pain. But it's a good pain.
It's good pain. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not like, sitting on a fucking hot soldering iron. No, it's like it's a good pain. It's like getting a good workout in. The soreness in your muscles. It's like, yeah, that's a good pain.
That's the type of pain that you can feel good about, because at least if you got that soreness, you're like, okay, I'm doing my job. I'm getting it done.
We got shit done, and that's the thing too, is like just creating and getting shit done. You feel good about it, because like we're human beings. We're meant to create. Mm-hmm. We were made in the image of God. Like we were made to create. That's why God gave us creativity. Use your creativity.
Well, notice that. Good. Well, notice what they've done to a lot of public schools is they've really cut down on a lot of the creative programs. Like back when we were growing up, they had like computer class, you had art class, you had photography, there was a painting class. There were so many different music, tons of music classes. You know, whatever music instrument you wanted to play. At our high school that we had, I'm not going to name it, but you had guitar lessons, you had saxophone,
bro,
drum, choir.
You know what they had?
Go for it.
You know what they had at that school?
What's that?
Bro, I left like 1 year, like 1 year later after I left and went to the other one, the other high school.
Sure.
They had a fucking guitar making class. They literally, you could make guitars and take it with you. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
And I knew that was coming too because they had one of the best woodworking classes in all of the district. They were known for that when they opened up as their woodworking class or carpentry class. And another thing, they had the best auto school. If I had known that, bro, I would have enrolled fucking at least 2 years in auto. If I had known what they were teaching that, man, I wouldn't. Because that's the thing. It's like I didn't really give a shit about cars growing up. You know, I didn't get into cars until like later on in life. You know, but yeah, I didn't give a shit about cars. If I had known what I know now, I would have been like, dude, I would have easily taken that 2 years of Spanish that I did and fucking spent it over an auto class.
Yeah, well, because like Spanish, like it, unless you're like going to Mexico a lot or you're fucking, you know, going to TJ a lot. You're really not going to, like, even if you're in Southern California, you're really not going to use it much. Whereas auto class, dude, that fucking, well, it comes in handy because, dude, I'm going to tell you right now, there are so many mechanics out there that'll take you for a ride. They will fucking take you for a ride. And like a lot of it you could do yourself. Like that's the one thing with like, with auto repairs is there's a lot of them you could do yourself and save a shitload of money. Like I had to replace my own car's radiator. It would have cost me like $600 to do it. At least. I did it for like $300. I got the parts, like I got the fucking the coolant, I got everything, and I did it myself. It was easy.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that there's so many YouTube tutorials out there for free where you can just watch it and pay attention, do it step by step and get through it. And that's really like, that's the great thing about YouTube is it's made DIY very easy for a lot of people. If you know what you're buying, you can go to Home Depot or go to whatever hardware store you are, Lowe's, and go and pick up whatever you need to do and install it your own. Maybe call up a buddy to help you out, you know, order a pizza or whatever to pay him back, and then good, you don't have to pay fucking $600. You know, it's a lot easier that way.
Yeah, man, and like in the things that you need to, like you need the jack, you need the stand, you need the fucking the auto jack, you need the stands to go with it. Yeah, man, it's not like the things that you need. Like it's really not that expensive to do it too. It's like now there are some things like I will never do engine work. I'll take that to a pro, you know. Yeah, or like transmission work. I ain't doing all that. But if it's like it's replacing spark plugs, like shit like that, I could do that. That's easy, right? Like like engine repairs or transmission, like I ain't doing that shit. I'm taking that to our guy, you know, the guy that we've, you know, been going to. But
family guy. Yeah, no, for sure not. No, well that's a
not
great
Peter
thing
Griffin.
No. Yeah, but that's a great thing too. Is like when you know when you have a great mechanic like that, and I've been lucky to find some great mechanics in my area as well. So like, no, it's a great thing, man. When you really find great talent and you get to learn how to do this stuff, go on YouTube, watch the videos, dude. It's fucking great, man. No, that's why we've always promoted DIY on this channel, and we always will, because if you could do it yourself and save money, fucking scam, bro. That's the way around it. Don't get scammed. Go cheap.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's you know, save money where you can. I totally get it. You know, it's and just don't get fucked over by a mechanic, because they will fuck you over. Especially women. Women will get fucked over by auto mechanics. They'll take advantage of you. They'll assume that you don't know what you're talking about or what it should cost, and they'll take you for a ride, man. You know, there are a lot of honest auto mechanics out there. I don't want to get it twisted and say they're all a bunch of shysters, because that's not true. There are some really good ones out there, and they deserve their credit and their praise and props and all that. But just don't get taken advantage of, you know.
I would say support your local businesses. Don't put your money towards shit like fucking Jiffy Lube or you know, Firestone tires or some shit like that. I would go towards somebody who's, first off, go whatever you're looking for. If you're looking for auto mechanic, search in your city, go on Yelp, look for anything 5 stars and go to that. I would always go to where everybody else is going, even if you have to wait, because then at that rate, you know that there's a reason that many people are going there. Whether it's the quality or the price, they're there for a reason.
Right. Well, yeah, it's like kind of like with like a restaurant. It's like if it's the line is like wrapped outside the fucking building, probably for a reason. You know?
Absolutely.
It's like if you go to In-N-Out and it's like 3 in the afternoon, you're thinking, oh, like surely not, or you go like fucking like 9 o'clock line. Okay, like surely people are probably home eating dinner. You go there, the fucking line is wrapped around the building. They got the fucking like the person with the tablet taking orders outside. You know.
Oh, like In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A. They both get crazy fucking drive-through lines, especially right after. Like In-N-Out on a weekend, if you don't get there at like as soon as they open, like 30, you have to be there 30 minutes before they open in line. If you don't start waiting in line within that time period, you will not get your food. Like you'll be there for like a fucking hour, and even then you're waiting in line, and you have to give it to one of those people with the tablets. This is how it is. I've always looked at it like that. If Sombreros has a big ass line, I'll fucking wait. What I found is a perfect time. If you're looking for the sweet spot, the perfect time to go get your food, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Go at 2 o'clock to fucking any place, because it's right after the lunch hour and it's right before dinner. That 2 to 4 sweet spot is the ultimate sweet spot where you can get your food and don't have to wait in line.
Yeah, man, that's a good sweet spot too. You know, it's usually, and usually that's what I've noticed too. Is like 2 o'clock is usually when it's the best time to go, especially if you're going to go to like a restaurant that's usually busy. That's usually and you're right about it too. Like I've noticed that. Like right
and your
around
food's
that time,
fresh and hot too. It's you don't have to worry about being cold when there's a fucking long line and they're just putting shit in the lamp. You know.
Well, yeah, but I will say I've noticed this with Burger King, right?
Okay.
As of late, maybe it's just the one that I go to, but
sure.
Usually when I go there like late at night, that's when the food is the best.
Okay, good to keep in mind. Yeah, I've been meaning to go to my local Burger King, but like we've had so many bad experiences. The one good time I had was the one-armed dude serving breakfast. He fucking kicked ass for only having one arm, you know. So I'll give him props. But like, yeah. So I'm glad you have a good experience at night. I gotta try them though again, see if they're any good.
Well, because like you've been like, there's all this like talk going around. Oh, the Whopper's back. They've improved the Whopper, and I was skeptical. I'm like, you know what? Let me see. I'll give them another shot. I go to try it. Dude, the Whopper's back. Like I don't know like what chemicals they put in there. I don't know what they're doing, but the Whopper's back. It's actually pretty fucking good for a fast food burger. It ain't bad.
I'm thinking what they did is they threw away those fucking estrogen tainted Impossible Meat burger grills,
probably,
and they brought back the old school grills that they used to cook Whoppers on. You know, that's the thing, man. I just want cow. I don't want no fake meat slime on my fucking shit. Just give me some cow. That's all I want. So,
well, and and they got like, and it kind of pisses me off is when you order it on the app. That's how I did. I was like, you know what? Let me order it on the app. I hate fucking doing the whole like saying it through the drive-through. I just like ordering it on the app. Everything's ready to go. I just say my name. You go pick it up, right?
In a bag and fresh.
In a bag and fresh. Just you don't have to do much, you know, fucking jaw jacking or any of that shit. You just go and get your food, right?
Absolutely.
So here's what pisses me off about what they do. It's a little underhanded. You'd expect this if you're just going and picking one up. They have an option for the Whopper. Hot off the broiler. I'm like, shouldn't it already be hot off the broiler? It's like, you know,
you would think so. I mean, but that's one thing I've noticed too is if you come at certain times, they make your food fresh and you don't have to wait in line. So that's why I really recommend the 2 to 4 sweet spot. Get your food fresh. Don't wait in line. And that's the thing too is my fries are always hot. My burger is always fresh, and it really helps to like just really keep it hot and sealed up. That's the thing I love about what you were mentioning. You keep it sealed in the bag, so even if you have like a 15 to 30 minute drive, it's still hot when you open up the bag because it's been kept in there, you know?
Absolutely, man. Well, and the thing, like, if you want to go there, if you want to get the JC meal, right? Burger King, right? Here's the JC meal. So the JC meal is Whopper with the patty hot off the broiler, extra onion. I just love their onions.
It's dope. Their onions are great, crispy.
Crispy, just flavorful, all that. So I get extra onion, and then I'll get like onion rings put on there, right? So that's the burger side of things. Here's what they get. I fucking love it, dude. The 12-piece mozzarella sticks. I get those. I get the watermelon lemonade, and then I'll get like 2 cookies to go with it. And that's the JC meal. And it's got like everything. You got dessert. You got a nice dinner to go with it, and everything tastes good. The drink is like refreshing, all that. So it's just I don't know, like they're right now, like they've beaten Jack in the Box. Like they're right now, quality wise, they're beating out everybody else, with the exception of like the In-N-Outs and the fucking Whataburgers and the Shake Shacks and all them. You know, they're of a higher quality, but like Burger King, they've really upped their game. I got to give credit where credit's due. You know.
Well, the last time I tried it before it became shit What I used to do
Yeah.
is I used to get 2 of the Western cheeseburgers, and then I would get some chicken nuggets and get some French fries, and I put the chicken nuggets and the French fries in between and make like a sandwich, like double burger, fucking with the chicken nuggets and the French fries in the middle. Put some barbecue sauce on there too. Oh man,
That just gave me an idea. Like if I ever get another Whopper, it's like get mozzarella sticks put on that.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, making it extra cheesy. So, yeah, no, but if you get a
Oh, God, man.
If you get a chance, try out Burger King's spicy chicken sandwich. It's really good.
Yes.
I got the big box meal the other day. It was super fucking good. So just letting you know.
Okay. No, absolutely. I'll try it out for sure. Dude, we're fat fucking out over here, man. Having a good old time. But I gotta. We just what we do here is we just talk about like what we're in the mood to talk about.
Because wrestling's boring, so we're talking about food.
It's just a fucking long, boring match in the background. So it's like, okay, well, we'll talk about food. We'll talk about like things that that are entertaining. We'll even talk about the fucking NFL draft, which they're fucking dragging out. But we'll talk about shit because I'm sorry, TNA, you shit the bed with this episode.
Yeah, it's really bad, man. But hey, you know what, though? King Marcus was saying this DIY topic reminds me of some brilliant channels out there that help shape young men into being truly independent. Dad, how do I, for example? And I'm so glad that there's channels out there that still keep it real and are really... they help out with the parenting because right now, more than ever, parenting is a real fucking big issue. And you have a lot of kids being raised by cell phones and tablets instead of parents. And so I love that. I love the fact that content like that is out there where they can go and access it and learn, stuff from some sort of father figure if they're not getting it from at home. At least somebody's there for them,
Right. I mean, at least they're learning, productive things or they're learning things to help them be productive. Yeah, man. And that's the good thing about it. But it's also a bad thing in the sense that like you're not getting that like that human to human experience. That's the thing, man. Is I always say, man, go out and meet people, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now, last time I tried Shake Shack was over in Toledo, and they were really good. I really enjoyed it. They got some nice thick ice cream shakes.
Yes.
I personally think that the burger place nearby us has a little bit better shakes, the peanut butter, banana shake, all that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
They got some great Shack, but Shake Shack is very good. Like, they were the best restaurant that I went to when I was over in Toledo, so I'll give them that.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, can't deny it. Shit, I was going to talk about something. Oh, fuck.
Food?
No, not food.
Well, while you're trying to remember, this is a good one right here. I heard JC Jane is coming to SmackDown. If she gets booked properly, what would you guys have her start out at? I would have her booked a lot like we suggested for Tessa Blanchard. Definitely keep her undefeated, build her up strong. Don't have her job to any of the top bitches to try to give her the rub. There's no rub anymore. Just have her have her beat a bunch of mid-carders, build up her fucking name value, get her towards the world title scene because they need all the top chicks they can get. And if she gains enough momentum, I say give her her own stable. I would love to see like another Toxic on the main roster. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, and I think that's how you debut her. I think you don't just debut her by herself; you debut her with her faction. Because I think Lainey Reed's ready to go. I think, what's her name? Fallon Henley's ready to go. Mm-hmm. They're ready to go. Just like debut the Fatal Attraction on the main, or what's her name again?
Fatal Influence, I think. Some Toxic Influence, whatever it is. Yeah.
Debut them on the main roster because like that's like they need more factions on the main roster. So there you go, perfect. Debut the faction. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Sonic has some great burgers too, man. Like Sonic, they've very like I don't remember any time really that Sonic has fucked up my order. So they're very good with the orders and very good with getting it right, and they're quick with your food too. Like especially if you order it ahead on the app. They're open late as like till midnight. So that's what I'm saying is like if you get off of work and you need some good food, they'll hook you up. So Bad Sport was saying Brock and Sable were with Tom McDonald the other day. Yeah, we'll talk about that on the news. So what happened is in Vegas they ended up meeting Tom McDonald. And Tom came up and said, "Hey Brock, I'm a big fan." He's like, "Hey, I'm a big fan of you. We love your stuff. We play it all the time." And so yeah, just they chatted for like 20 minutes. He said Brock was cool, down to earth. So yeah, no, very cool to see. I wouldn't figure Brock to be a Tom McDonald fan since he's since he raps, and Brock's kind of into country. But I think he likes the shit he talks about. That's where I think he stands. So cool. I'm down with that.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. I mean, Brock. Yeah, Brock is down with Tom McDonald. Well, and I guess it kind of makes sense too, because maybe Brock is that way politically. You know,
Yeah.
You know, just because he moved to Canada doesn't mean he's a fucking libtard leftist psycho. You know, no. I mean, he very well could just be a guy who's like, you know what? I like the cold. I like the quiet. You know, I'll go up to Canada. You know, just I'll live in the fucking wilderness.
Yeah, that's
If
how
you
I
want to
always
bother
looked
me,
at it.
you gotta fly out here. You know.
I looked at it like the Fortress of Brock out in the middle of the fucking mountains in the middle of the desolate nowhere where there's no government. It's Brock's government. Yeah. You step onto his fucking fortress land, you're dying. Whether you step on a landmine, get hit with a fucking arrow in the neck, or get hunted down by him, you're dying. So that's the way it is.
The Chiefs got Peter Woods. That's such a good pick. Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
That's a good pick.
VHS said, have you guys ever watched the Cuphead show on Netflix? It has 3 seasons, and I heard that cartoon was decent. Another animation domination idea. I have to check it out. That's okay, not too bad. I haven't checked it out yet. I got to see if they injected any wokery into it, because that's the one thing that I always think about with any new animated show is, are they going to try to inject some wokery into it? You know? And I don't know, man. If it's good, fuck yeah. I'll definitely watch an episode to see if it's good enough. But yeah, we will be bringing back Animation Domination, Animation Wednesday. We're going to be bringing that back real soon. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of we're right now we're shuffling the schedule, all fucking around and confusing the shit out of you. But we'll eventually get to a point where we, have some stability. I assure you.
One of these days. Hey, I got to tell you, man. So I checked out what's it called, the PI
Mouse PI.
Mouse PI. I checked out, I watched the gameplay of it. Bro, that game was fucking crazy.
I love it. I love that game so much. And the reason why I love it is how creative it is and the fact that it's got a storyline to go with it. I love the different types of guns. I just love the different things. Like each stage, there's something new you can learn and some sort of technique you can unlock. It very much is like that Doom on acid and black and white type of feel. I love the acid gun. The acid gun is sick as shit. I love the enemies too. Like, I don't know if you saw that one of the enemies is called Betty Lynch, the robot.
Really?
Yeah. No,
Betty Lynch.
Betty Lynch, yeah, for real. Like, what happened is there's this crazed mad scientist, and his girlfriend Betty Lynch died, so he remade her as a robot.
Oh wow,
yeah,
wow, yeah. That's pretty. And I tell you, man, like towards the end of the game, I don't know like where you are in the game yet. I've seen the final stage. Let me tell you. You got your work cut out for you.
It's well, that's the thing too. Is I love it how it gradually steps up. It starts out as like, I can do this, no problem, and then gradually, step by step, it starts getting crazier. Especially after you get through the mad scientist, you start making your way to the sewers. You're like, wow, it's starting to really pick up. I love all the characters. I love the storyline. I love the voice acting. It's really, in my opinion, no bugs either. It is one of the biggest home runs from an indie game maker that I've ever seen. And one thing I love about it too, it's one of those few games, I was looking forward to this for fucking 3 years, and it turned out to be just as good as I thought it was going to be, if not better.
Well, and that's the thing, man. It's like, there's still, like, I know that wokery fucked everything up, but there's still good shit out there. There's still good shit out there, man. Like, and it's still coming out. Like, there's still things to look forward to, things to be positive about. Like, that's the thing. It's like, it's not all dark. It's not all doom and gloom. Like,
right.
And that's the thing is, I think we got to be pointing out, like, in general, like, society, pointing out the good shit, pointing out the stuff to be positive about and happy about.
Well, and that's why, like, especially outside of the United States, you'll start to see a lot of these companies and a lot of these entertainers start to come up with some really good stuff. Like, that's the thing is, like, this company, they came up with Mouse PI, they're Polish. So they don't have that American wokery in there, which I love, and you even see like this other game, Pragmata, coming out, Japanese game, and all these fucking woke Reddit cucks are fucking shitting on it because they're like, it's a pedo game. Why? Because you raise a child that's not yours, because it shows parenting skills, because it has a father figure in it that they never had. So they fucking hate on and shit on it and pervade their perversions onto a game that never had that in the first place. And trust me, from everything I've heard about Pragmata, I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out when it drops down in price, but I want to play that game. That's another game I really want to play. Right now, games, like there's a lot of good games coming out. There's a lot of good movies on the horizon, like Scary Movie 6. It's a good moment for change. Let's see if they take capitalization of it,
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Hey, truth, with the Messidor pick, that's exactly who I wanted. Like, I am ecstatic. I'm happy. Very, very, very happy.
Let me just pull truth up. So,
no worries about it.
Okay, here you go. So thoughts on Messidor pick for the Chargers. Okay, go for it.
Love it.
All right,
Dude,
cool.
well, it's who I wanted. Like, because they need edge. You can get guard in round 2. You can get like a Chase Basantis in round 2. They need edge, man. You know, like with fucking Adafiowe going to the Commanders. And yeah, I mean they retained Khalil Mack, but he's good for like what, one more year. They need future at edge, and I think Messidor is a fucking great pick, phenomenal pick.
Fuck yeah, man. So I'm glad that they scored during this one. Angel was saying, just beat OG Dead Space for the first time. Amazing game, but scary for the Brute and Hunter. Scared the hell out of me. Isaac being mute adds to the suspense. Did you guys get scared playing it? To this day, is still one of the scariest video games that I've ever played, and one of the best video games I've ever played. I remember, like, even back in the day saying this game is a gory masterpiece. It's the most goriest, ugliest masterpiece I've ever fucking seen. It's a work of art. And even comparing it to the remake, in my opinion, it blows away the remake. I love the fact, like, the suspense that they built in that, I haven't seen captured since, like, a game like Alien Isolation. It's been a long time since I've seen that type of survival horror done well. Like, only Resident Evil is... I know people call Dead Space a fucking Resident Evil clone in outer space, in my opinion. I'd rather go back and play Dead Space than Resident Evil. That's just me. Yeah, just saying.
No, I hear you, man, because, like, Resident Evil, or, like, not to say it's played out, but it's like, how much longer are we going to go on? Like, you know what I liked about, like, Resident Evil 8 is it was so different than every other like, zombie, where it's like with Resident Evil 8, it's like completely different in a way. Like 7 and 8 were like really different than all the others. I mean, all the others are great and all, they're good, but it's, give me something new, you know?
Well, and they really tried to change up the formula after 4. Like after 5, they went to 5 they went with that multiplayer one, which I wasn't a big fan of, with the zombies over in Africa. And then what was it? And 6 they went from more of like a military type theme to it. It's still a fun game, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. With 7 and 8, they definitely went for that first person horror perspective, and they changed it up a lot, which pissed off the fan base. So many fans are pissed off about that. Well, look at it, it's like this. You know, how are you going to have change if you don't change it up a little bit? Especially going to a next gen system. You gotta change it up, you know?
Yeah, it's like the whole like Resident Evil 8 one. It's like you got the fucking like the big booby giantess vampire bitch. You got you got that. You got fucking Heisenberg who could control metal. He was like Magneto. Well, it's you had a lot of fun with it too. And then like for the people who like, if you really paid attention to Ethan Winter's hands, he's got 8 fingers. Like I love that touch. It's like they're paying homage to the game by like cutting off 2 of his fingers. It's like.
What I love it. I love the visceral horror too, like what you're talking about. And 8,
the lichens,
when you're about to reach up for that switch, and Lady Demiscrio cuts your fucking hand off, and you're walking around with this with
shit.
your fucking hand missing, you know. So no,
I'd let you get away. Yeah,
I love that. I love that horror about it too, and that's one thing I love too is like they realize that a big majority of their fan base are straight males. So that's why, like, especially with the Resident Evil 4 remake, they kept the chick with big titties. You know, the what was it? The president's daughter kept her with the big titties. Demiscrio, big ass fucking titties. Like. They realize, Japan still realizes what the straight consumer wants, and thank God Capcom, you know, and they got their trainees at the fucking corporate office in America, but at least the Japanese ones are still making it for the fucking heterosexual fans out there. So good for them.
Well, the formula is simple: fun, violence,
boobs,
and more violence and more boobs.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it,
man.
Brings the magic, man. What's not bringing the magic is fucking Mike Santana versus Rich Swann in a boring ass fucking work rate match that finally fucking ended. Thank God. Good Lord. That fucking sucked. Nobody wanted to watch that shit. Nobody thought fucking Rich Swann had a chance to get Mike Santana in a fucking title match anyways. What a waste of fucking time.
What an absolute waste of time. What a stupid match to have in the main event.
Fucking
Rich Swann
dumb.
versus Mike Santana. Who gives a shit?
Nobody. Well, that's the thing is Rich Swann, I'm surprised he's even still with the company. I thought TNA fired him like a month ago.
I know, right? You know, I seriously, I hope that this episode of TNA gets under 200,000. Just to show the match marks, hey, assholes, this is what happens when you get your way. You know, those fucking those girly voice men, like, you know, I really like you. You know, I thought they had a lot of banker matches on the show. It's better than last week. Like, great, I'm glad you're happy. But the problem with it is that what you like normally doesn't draw. And I hope, hopefully you would have seen that already. But no, it's like, all you want is your fucking long match fat material. Fuck you.
Well, that's why they really need to not listen to these fuckers. I know, like, TNA has a big habit of listening to their YouTubers out there that talk about their shit, but at the same time, a lot of these YouTubers suck their dick. They don't let them know what they're fucking up on. And this is why they really need to even pay attention to people like us that religiously cover them, yet we'll tell them the real. We'll let them know when they're doing good. We'll let them know when they suck. Simple as that. And they need to listen to us because we'll actually help them. We're giving them constructive criticism that nobody else will do. This is the same thing that happened to WWE. When you have a bunch of yes men and a bunch of fucking yes podcasters telling you're great, you're not going to know what to get better on. That's how it is.
Absolutely, man. And again, like, negative BQ, and like he at least like looks at it from like kind of like our perspective, like the casual perspective. So he's cool. Like I got nothing against that guy. But there's others out there. The way they fucking look at the product. If TNA listens to them, it will, the company will die. It will fucking die because it would be nothing but long match. Who needs character? Who needs characters? Who needs storylines? Who needs promos? It's wrestling, right? Wrestling is wrestling. That therefore we should have nothing but long, boring matches that no one cares about. Like, I can't stand these fucking idiots. The more you listen to them, the more it kills wrestling. Wrestling needs more than just wrestling to be entertaining.
Because they look at it like, hey, they're dedicated fans and we need to hook up our dedicated fans. It's sadly had a lot of promotions view this shit. And it's not just TNA, it's also AEW, it's also WWE, even JCW, man. The more dedicated you are and the more that you suck their dick, they're going to be like, shit, these are real fans. We'll just book for them. And then a lot of times they won't even go and look at the people like us who do dedicated shows and get more views than them. Dedicated weekly shows that they cover in live time all the shit that they're fucking up on, all the shit that they're good at. We try to go for that. That's what we're good at, is we're really good at pointing out what they're good at and what they're bad at. And I don't know about you, but in the working world, I've always appreciated managers, top level managers that can go and tell me what I'm good at and what I'm fucking up at and not sugarcoat shit. That's what's going to help me be a better worker. And I would really hope that that's the same thing over even in pro wrestling. And the wrestlers should want that. They should be coming up to Triple H, coming up to Tony, coming up to Carlos Silva and be like, be real with me. What can I get better at? How can I serve the company better? And that's what's really going to help them in the long run. You need to be honest. That's what, you know what happened all the time back in the day? People always went up to Vince because I always knew he had an answer. Even if he was busy as shit, they knew if you go up to Vince, he's going to give you the answer you need. And he's going to, even if it's not something you want to hear, he's going to give you the straight up fucking dope. And that's what I loved, is he turned down so many fucking shitty character ideas. He ripped up so many scripts that were terrible because he's a realist. He didn't sugarcoat them and give them a hug like Triple H. He was like, you know what? This fucking sucks. Do it again. As he should.
Just to see Seth Rollins storming off the stage like a little fucking crybaby, you know a lot of wrestlers are hyper fucking sensitive. You know that. Right? And the good thing with Vince is that Vince didn't give a shit because he ran the company. He ran it with an iron fist. If you didn't like it, fuck you. He's going to do it anyway. So what are you going to do, Seth? You're going to cry? It's Vince McMahon, motherfucker. And that's the thing is, this is like, they need a fucking iron, like a leader with an iron fist to come back and just punch assholes like Seth Rollins politically in the war of ideas in the face, because they need it. They need to be fucking checked, because these egos, these sensitive fucking fragile little bitches like Seth Rollins and CM Punk, they need to be checked. They need somebody there who's willing, not going to give them a hug and suck their fucking dicks like big Triple H newsman. They need to be put in check like Seth. Like when I saw that fucking video today of Seth Rollins storming off the set like a fucking unprofessional crybaby, it pissed me off. And that motherfucker, I don't know about you, man. I'm tempted to make that the fucking news pick. Whatever you want to do, I'm cool with, but like, what really gets my fucking blood boiling is that.
And don't get me wrong, that's not a bad news pick, but I would say always, especially after Mania, always after a big pay-per-view, wait to see what they do on SmackDown. Because there might be something that is very, very newsworthy that they talked about for the rest of the weekend that happens on SmackDown. But right now, I think that's a good candidate. And that's how you should go with thumbnails, is just kind of like rank them down. Anything that happens, before Sunday, I think is fair game.
Yep. Yeah. Cool. So, absolutely, man. So yeah, man, like the way it's with TNA, man, there's so much potential, but I'm sorry.
Well, let me say this about Seth Rollins. It was obvious from the get-go that Vince never liked Seth Rollins. I'll never forget that one sketch they did in the back where Seth had his feet up on his desk. He's like, "Get your feet on my desk." and just like the way he treated him was very much like how he treated Christian on the Edge and Christian show. Just complete disrespect. Did not like him. It was like he goes and hugs Edge, treats Christian like shit. It's very much one of those types of things. I don't think that Seth Rollins was ever one of his favorites. He's just somebody that he had to deal with because he's Triple H's boy. And he knows that. And you could even see it, too, when Vince took back over. It's like you kind of saw Seth Rollins kind of take a back seat. Good. Mm-hmm. He shouldn't be shoved in our fucking face because he's a mid-carder.
No, well, and absolutely, and he, like, I really wish the fans would call him out more and just really fucking take it to him. Like, you fucking fragile, both bitch. Physically and mentally, bitch. You fucking, like, I mean, CM Punk is fragile, motherfucker, you're breaking down more than Cybertrucks, okay? Let's be totally fucking real here. Yeah, let's be totally fucking real here. This motherfucker, I can't stand Seth. Like, when he did that, my hatred for him was already, like, at the boiling point. It's over the boiling point now. It's broken the fucking meter. I'm pissed. I hate the motherfucker. I'm willing to do a top 10 sucks on Seth Rollins, but I wouldn't because his fucking fragile crybaby bitch fans are gonna fucking go after us. So
I have so many video ideas right now coming out of WrestleMania. We're gonna get to you very soon for next week that are very powerful. But that's one that I would love to squeeze in. I would personally love to talk about the trio of terror that Triple H is pushing. Seth Rollins, Gunther, and Cody Rhodes, and how fucking awful they are for pro wrestling. And do it in such a way that we don't have to worry about, community strikes or any of that bullshit. Just really state the problem that it comes down to not the wrestlers. It comes down to the booker, Triple H, putting these fucking mid-carders on a pedestal above so many more talented people like Logan Paul, LA Knight, Braun Breaker, the list goes on, man. Trick Williams. There's so many other talented people, Obafemi, that could be in that spot that these fuckers are clogging up. And sad to say, all those names that I just named will probably feed all the names. Those three names, those boring fucks that will never get over no matter who the fuck they beat, no matter who they retire. Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and Seth Rollins will never fucking get over, ever. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that creative just isn't smart enough to know what to do with them. I'm not sure if you saw the report we'll cover on the news, but a big rumor being put out there is that creative said that right now what they're going to do with Obafemi, and keep in mind, strictly a rumor, take it with a grain of salt, but it aligns with a lot of things that we already thought. That with Obafemi, they're just going to have him sit out to, quote-unquote, preserve his momentum. So instead of having him crush mid-carders on his road to getting to the world title and being the king of Raw or the king of SmackDown, whatever brand you put him on, instead of doing that road, what they're going to do is they're going to keep him off of TV. And the alleged rumor is because there's nobody on the level of Brock Lesnar for him to feud with. Whose fault is that? Who didn't build up any guys besides Obafemi to be on the level of Brock Lesnar? Let me fucking think. When you had a guy, even just recently, like Royce Keys, with the proper building, who could have been built into that role. He's not bad on the mic. He's got good physical charisma. He's got great size. He's safe in the ring. There's been options before that they passed on, and they just don't give a shit about. And it's sad seeing that shit. It's sad seeing what Triple H has dropped the ball on. And we already knew from the get-go. We tried telling people, he's gonna drop the ball on Obafemi. It really goes down from here. Where they go going forward. If they put him on TV and they have him start squashing motherfuckers, then we're in business. If they fucking leave him off TV, then the rumor was right. Let's see how the next week goes. Let's see if they're right. Because all those motherfuckers in the comments talking all that shit saying, you believe that report? It's plausible. I think a lot of shit coming out about Triple H right now is very plausible. Because I think he's feeling threatened that his job is on the line. I think he's letting all that internet shit get to his head. My opinion.
Very well could be. I mean, it very well could be. Yeah, so for people who don't know, like, why we're kind of going off on Seth Rollins, what's going on is he went on a Good Morning Football this morning, and the host, Kyle Long, I think is his name, or something like that, was talking about, hey, man, give me some more, man. Your wife would be more entertaining in the segment. And then he's like, I don't need this shit. I don't need this shit. I don't believe it. Here, he throws the Steelers towel in the face of the host, and he's like, you know what? Good morning, guys. I'm out of here. Peace out. Like a little fucking whiny crybaby. Gets up and leaves the set like an unprofessional little fucking bitch. And so I look at it like, you know what? This motherfucker, like, how ungrateful. You're on the fucking ESPN show, Good Morning Football.
I can't wait.
That's how you fucking act. Are you, like, they're not going to want you back.
I can't wait. I'm sorry. Think about all the Vince McMahon guys, Roman Reigns, John Cena, fucking Brock Lesnar that went out and fucking treated fans like that and treated newscasters like that. What? You didn't see that? No, because it didn't fucking happen because he picks pros. Sorry.
They're pros.
I just had to, I'm sorry. Go for it.
I hear you, man. I hear you. It's like they're pros. Seth is not a pro. Sammy's not a pro. Cody Rhodes is not a pro. They're not pros. CM Punk is not really that much of a pro. He's too busy punching people and threatening. It's like it's like, you know what? It's they're not pros. And quite frankly, they're not all that important. Other than CM Punk, none of them are really draws. Cody Rhodes is not a draw. Sami Zayn absolutely is not a draw. The crowd fucking hates him. They want him gone. Seth has never really been that much of a draw. What do you got? Like, and all of them are in their 40s now. Move on. Move to the future. Trick Williams, and I'm glad they're doing that with Trick Williams. But move on. Move to the future.
But think about this.
Oh, God.
What if Sami Zayn gets elevated after dropping the U.S. title? That's where it could go really fucking bad if he follows through on what he had planned. Sami Zayn winning the Royal Rumble and going to fucking 43 and winning the title.
All right, I got an idea. All right, since you GWP assholes were talking a bunch of shit, here's what we're gonna do. Cody can't enter. Cody's entered, he can't compete. We're gonna do a tournament. We're gonna have Sami Zayn win the tournament, beat CM Punk, and be the new world champion. Yay! And I like your other idea too. Yeah, we're gonna have Sami Zayn. We're gonna take the title, that big W belt. We're gonna bring back the Winged Eagle. He was gonna be the first guy to represent it. Love it.
It's
I'm evil.
Well, it's crazy too how many people actually. I remember back in the day, people were like, "Wow, Vince McMahon for once didn't make a stupid decision." When Finn Balor beat Roman Reigns, and then they found out the next night when he came out with an injury, nope, that was all Triple H's idea, and Vince McMahon was forced to do it.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like people they unnecessarily shout on Vince. They didn't know. They were listening to idiots like JD from New York who's screaming, "Bro, let me tell you what's going on here." Okay, he doesn't know shit. He doesn't know shit. He's a fucking Mark.
Yeah, for real. Screaming Mark, dude. Chapter 2, Uniforce said, does Triple H want every fan to be a Peter Rosenberg? Does he want them all to be little bald cuck Jews? Probably. I don't know. It makes sense. I think what he wants out of all the fans is he wants unwavering loyalty. He wants almost like that brain dead Trump supporter type of love, where you don't question all the fucked up shit he's doing. He wants all of his fans to be these refrigerator IQ morons on social media that don't know how to speak full English and say, "Why y'all hate on everything? This shit is awesome. All y'all too negative." He loves those fans. He loves it. And you know what? He even loved the fans that forgot about all this racist shit and went ahead and said, See, I told you Triple H is the good guy. Apologize to him. It's all my Shapiro fault. You dumb motherfuckers. Why are the dumbest people the loudest? Why does this work out like this?
I know, right? Well, and the thing, dude, arguing with them on some dude.
Don't even try. Don't even try.
God.
You can kill brain cells. It's like WFBI Live with a fucking retard. It's unbelievable.
Dude, and what I love too is when you completely own them in a debate, what they'll do is they'll come back with an insult and then they'll block you, thinking that I want to and block. I'm like, no, retard, you fucking lost. The fact that you blocked me and I didn't block you is all the evidence that you should need that you fucking lost the debate. Bye bye.
And that's how I've always looked at it too. If you angered him that much to go ahead that he blocks you over a fucking debate over fake gay pro wrestling, then yeah, fuck him. He's a fucking moron and you shouldn't even talk to him. That's one less idiot you got to deal with. That's how I've always looked at blocks is one less idiot you got to deal with. And trust me, there's so fucking many of them. That's why I'm really glad we stopped doing wrestling fans being idiots. I know a lot of fans wanted to come back. They really want us to do a full show. I'll give you bits and pieces on the news here and there, but I can't do a full show anymore because it tests your sanity. And it's one of those things too, it never ends. It gets worse every year. WFBI, if we did it every week, could easily be a 5 to 6 hour show with all the stupid fucking shit that they're posting on social media. These fuckers go overboard and then they realize, I think they realize too, hey, somebody's talking about how fucking retarded we are. Let's be even more retarded. I think they look at it like a celebrity type status. I think Eyepiece gets off on the fact that people think he's retarded and gay. I don't know.
All right, guys, they think I'm retarded and gay. All right, okay. Up the ante, Triple H is best booker ever. Duh.
They always will say something retarded, and that's the one thing I love is a lot of it feels like they're saying it for shock with how fucking stupid it is. Because it's always whatever the opposite of what you think is good business or what you think is a good idea. It's always going to be the opposite, and it's always going to do something when they do it on TV. Proven. Whenever they use a dumb Marx idea, whether they get it from What Culture, JD from New York, whatever the fuck it is, whatever the source is, whenever they use that dumb Mark idea on TV, you see people tune out. What was JD and all these fucking podcasters, Busted Open Radio, fucking even Jim Cornette, what were they all clamoring for the longest fucking time? Make Gunther the guy. Make Gunther the fucking guy, bros. He's the fucking guy. He's a heat magnet. They make him the guy. He's one of the most boring heel champions we've ever fucking seen. They clamor for Sammy to reach the top of the mountain. Gets crickets at Mania compared to Trick's fucking monstrous ovation. Do not listen to these podcasters. Listen to the live crowd. And the one thing I said is if you listen to the live crowd, especially on Raw, especially at Mania, it's obvious to me the two guys who they need to invest in more than anything are Trick Williams and Logan Paul. Right there, you have your top baby face and Trick Williams. The crowd fucking loves him, man. And you have your top heel and Logan Paul. They hate him. They hate him so fucking much. You put the title on these people, people will pay to see Trick Williams live. He will get over fucking 10K in an arena, no matter what fucking arena he headlines in. Logan, you put him as a centerpiece of Raw, you got your heater heading into Mania, the next SummerSlam, any big event. They need these young stars. They have them. They're already there. Put them in the spot.
Looking at the people on that roster that I think if like the mainstream sees them, they'll find them appealing and be captivated. I think Trick Williams is one of them.
Yes.
Like he looks like a star. He looks
but
cool.
Don't sleep on Logan. I know you aren't, but a lot of the chat and a lot of people in our community, they fucking hate Logan Paul. He's a scammer. Fucking Japan bullshit. Look past all that. Look at who he is. We don't hold any of Vince's past against him, and we still look at him as an entertaining, charismatic genius in pro wrestling, and he made us pro wrestling fans. We're forever grateful for that. Logan Paul, do not fucking sleep on this guy. He's the motherfucking future pro wrestling, and you heard it here first.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, and he's still young. That's and he's the most well-known person on that roster. Let's be fucking. Who on that roster is more well-known than Logan Paul?
Nobody.
He's
the fucking man, dude. And our community may be sleeping on him. You will wake up one of these days and realize Logan Paul is the fucking man. We are ahead of the curve on all this shit. Listen to us. We know what we're talking about. Just saying.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, if he's not in the plans, he should be in the plans because Logan